Hi,
Hello,
everybody. That's
Just
great.
lots of overlap right off the start.
Hell yeah. Well, it's going to happen anyway because, I have a really hard time not interrupting people when I don't see their face. And then when we were hanging out face to face, I was still interrupting you. So, and I feel bad about that, but it's like, I can't
Fair
help
enough.
it.
So yeah, we're just chatting today. Everyone that is on my stream, I hope you enjoyed my fabulous new super tacky Christmas cart starting soon screen, which I created by request and actually managed to do it since yesterday. Be proud of me, everybody, please.
I am very proud of you, everybody.
3 cheers for Raz.
Cheers, cheers, cheers. You're welcome.
And yeah, just a full disclosure. Oh yes, here I'm real quick. I'm just going to shout out Skin Slip, friend Elise, who is here with us today.
Yes, and Raz is here with me. We're both at the same time
hey,
streaming.
Look, of course, the thing that actually pops up on my stream doesn't have the stream elements command show up afterwards, but whatever. So yeah, we're gonna see about me having chat on my screen, whether that's awkward or not.
It's actually not something I normally have. I don't normally have it on either, and also Stream Elements won't show itself on your chat, so you don't have to worry about it.
Well, right.
So,
also, like, where's the padding on this chat box? But whatever.
Right?
Hey, Gabor, thank you for stopping in, even if it's just briefly. I really wish that I had that intro live for longer than 3 minutes, but yeah. And full disclosure, this will be a surprise to absolutely nobody. I suck at planning, and so I have planned to get groceries this evening anywhere between 3 p.m. and 10 p.m., and they are not here yet. So probably at some point, we are going to have to take a bit of a moment for me to go put my groceries away.
I like your outfit, by the way.
Thank you. Hey, Cordale, how's it going? What's up? So Cordale is my best friend, Elise. Elise Cordale.
Hi, Cordale.
Yeah.
I'm taking your place. I'm kidding. I'm not taking your place. I'm just being silly.
Cordale's been around since I was 14. Like, good luck.
I was being silly anyway. I don't like replacing people. I'd feel really bad if I replaced somebody, actually. I'd be like, I feel bad about this.
It is, oh my god, seeing your chat on my screen? Is that what that is, or what? Or the, we've known each other since we're teenagers and now we're old farts shout out.
You're old. Jesus. I'm 10 years older than you.
Well, I know. That's why I like to complain, because it makes everyone who's older than me mad at me.
Oh, you suck so hard.
Yeah, so yeah, this is the first time. All of the above is good. Yeah. This is the first time I've ever done a just chatting stream, and
my stream is slightly quiet. How about now? Not me. She's talking to me.
Okay.
Sorry. You're fine.
Yeah, I want to make sure that everybody can hear you too.
I feel like I'm peeking out here. I'm not peeking out at all. I'm talking to someone in my chat. Like, is that loud for you?
Right.
Like, I don't...
Yeah, I guess us each addressing separate chat channels might be a little confusing, but whatever, that's fine. I guess that's why I have it on my screen.
The problem is forgetting my friend's name, Jocelyn. Christ, for some reason, like, people don't know I suffered a traumatic brain injury when I was 12, and so memory is very hard for me some days.
As if you didn't already struggle enough with the ADHD.
Yes. And it wasn't even the first or even the first severe concussion I had. So I had, like, had a lot of brain damage when I was a teen. Yeah. Damage to my brain, I should say.
Yeah. But yeah, so overall, I don't think we're going to have trouble filling the silence, but I'm definitely like, okay, all you have to look at is my face, so I hope it's exciting.
Well, yeah. I mean, you know, have you looked at your face recently?
I am delightful.
Precisely. See? So you know.
I'm gonna spend way too much of tonight leaning on my hands, just so you've been warned. Okay. I am sitting cross-legged on my chair because I am exemplifying a queer with ADHD tonight, apparently.
Yeah, I'm also sitting. In fact, I'm gonna have to adjust real quick because this one's going to sleep. Ugh.
Oh yeah, my feet are definitely gonna fall asleep, and it will have to change. But so yeah, I don't usually check my phone on stream, and I'm not gonna make a big habit of that. Oh, by the way, thank you for the follow. that actually reminded me to put my alerts on this particular scene because I created this scene like 40 minutes ago and it's the whole thing, but now we have alerts on, so yay.
For the last 40 minutes, we have been in a voice chat while she has been struggling very loudly to get everything set up.
Yeah.
But you got it set up and it looks really nice, so it doesn't matter. You're all good. It was worth it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm scraping by on the I painted a bunch of purple shit in 30 seconds on Procreate.
It looks pretty fucking good. So. Yeah, that looks like great for backgrounds, you know?
So
I kind of want to steal it.
So
you should send it to me.
The more full frame also kind of ruins my Christmas decor. But...
you know. Plenty of room for the cat, though.
Yes, that's true. So for what it's worth, like that like chunky stripe background that I've got, chunky gradient, whatever you want to call it, I do that as the background to all of my drawings that don't like have a visual background, just because I think it's more interesting than a flat color. So if you want me to make you one in 30 seconds that's a different color, I could do that too.
I mean, but I like purple. It's my favorite color.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I feel the need to make it like a slightly different shade of purple, so it's not literally the same, but also if it's still purple, nobody's gonna be able to tell the difference anymore.
I mean, whatever makes you feel better. I don't care.
No, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't. It's not like it's...
A shade different from this you probably wouldn't even notice if you handed it to me by itself. You could have never said a word. You could have changed the shade slightly, sent it to me. I probably wouldn't have noticed. That's. I'm like, oh, thank you. I can always change the shade myself with the saturate filter.
I wonder how many bathroom breaks we're gonna end up with today because I'm gonna have to drink so much water.
Oh yeah, I've got 4 waters here, but I got 3.5 waters, I should say.
That would have been smart of me to get more than just the 1 water bottle, but that is all we've got. So
you do have to go get groceries at some point, so maybe you'll grab some water while you're doing that. Maybe.
I would also think. Oh yeah, like I may not. Usually I get up to like. Usually my bathroom breaks are also refill my water bottle breaks, so I'm not that worried about it. But yeah. But yeah, this time, so the last time that I got groceries on stream, by the way, which this has happened before, this is the sad thing.
Well, you know, in this age, it's not shocking.
But I forgot that I had groceries coming because I was very invested in Satisfactory at the time. And,
oh no.
So they called me 3 times and I just didn't answer because I forgot to expect a call. And then like
no.
They showed up and they like rang the doorbell and I like peed myself a little with
surprise. No.
Like not quite literally maybe, but I was just like, holy shit.
Some poos come out.
Yeah. So I was like, okay, shit, gotta go for 5 minutes, bye.
I mean, okay,
this
so
time when this starts ringing, we're gonna answer the goddamn phone, alright? That's
so I live in a house with narcissists, and so when they come home with groceries, regardless of how much of those are my groceries, then I'm required to go and get that. So I've had to interrupt my stream for 15, 20 minutes sometimes to bring in groceries and then have them lecture me and treat me like a child. I'm like, okay, I'm going to go in my room now, bye. This is why I never come out.
Yeah. That's
anyway.
Really fun. Yeah, no, it's just, as soon as you come out, you get conscripted. Yeah, no thanks. I
yeah,
either, so.
Yeah, exactly. So now I've taken to turning my phone on Do Not Disturb mode. And now I literally, I just didn't hear you, sorry.
Right, yeah.
They're going to yell at me anyway, so whatever. Might as well earn it.
So, Pablo was like all over me 5 minutes ago. Well, okay, 15. But, so at least, do you think you can entertain everybody for 30 seconds while I go see if I can catch a cat?
I think I can not fly the stream into the sun for 30 seconds, yeah. I think I can hold the controls.
Okay, here, you know what I will do? I will...
Uh-oh. She doesn't trust me. She's about to not trust me.
But while Gabor is still here, instead of going to be right back, I'm going to go back to the Christmas cart so you can see the Christmas cart. But I'm going to go grab a cat.
That's a good point. Aw. She even added my name. She also fucked up my name, but she added my name to the thing. That's cool. She didn't know that my name is all lowercase. Like, it's purposely all lowercase for a reason. Like, I can't explain the reason without having a 35-minute conversation, but it's okay. It's an honest mistake.
He was like literally around the corner, so. Okay. And then there's the phone call. So just a second.
So yeah, oh, look at that pretty boy though.
Hello?
Uh-oh. I can still hear her. 1 second.
Okay.
Hold on. Hold on. I don't think she realized there was 2 separate audio options there. And so, like, uh-oh. Gotta mute you here. Yeah. 1 second, stream. I'm gonna mute the desktop so I can unmute her so I can tell when she comes back. There we go. So yeah, why are you hearing bleed from my headphones? So yeah, sorry, I'm getting distracted because I can hear her talking. uh, so yeah, it's stylized in all lowercase, very specifically. But she didn't know that, so it's okay. Hi, kitty. Hi, baby. Oh, are you back? Briefly.
For a second.
You have. By the way,
they
didn't.
will be here in 5 or 10 minutes, and then I will hear them putting groceries in my door.
You didn't mute yourself in Discord, so I had to mute my.
Oh shit! I'm sorry.
I muted you. No, I muted you on my end. No one heard you. I specifically muted you, but I'm like trying to talk and like they're like you're talking in my ear. I'm like I am, but okay, and then you'd stop and I'd throw out a sentence, and I'm like, my brain couldn't compute.
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Consider the fact that I had Discord open.
I just noticed, and I was explaining this to your chat. For very specific reasons, skin slips usually all lowercase. You didn't know that at the time, and I did not specify. But
did I shout out to the wrong person?
No. On your starting screen, it says skin slip capital S capital S.
Okay,
very specifically, it's one word also. So like, the real turn of phrase is skin space slip, and by lowercasing it and make it one word, it's mine. It's a name then. So it's a copyright thing. So you didn't know that, like I said. I didn't explain it because I just don't think about it.
I have officially changed it.
Aww, big hearts.
If I go to that screen again, which I mean I don't.
Big hearts. Hi Sherlock.
I didn't do a BRB one with the same video, which I guess I probably should.
I mean,
but also my be right back screen is considerably more boring than that, so maybe I'll just
maybe here's what you should do after the stream: make your BRB screen the daytime one.
Oh, that's a great idea. Cause yeah, I made 2 videos.
Yeah.
For some reason.
Yeah. Cause I
literally left Satisfactory open for like half an hour after stream yesterday, just recording like the fucking cart from different angles.
That's awesome.
Oh. Also, sorry,
hi, kitty.
This won't make any sense to Elise's viewers, and I feel sorry about that. But so the Christmas star that we use to make the Christmas cart, and I need it to unlock the tech tree, and I can't now. So apparently, the only way to fix that I used it is to use the save editor and give myself a star, but I can't find the ID for the stupid star to put it in one of my inventory boxes in the save editor. So I did like this whole thing to learn how the save editor works, and then I can't find the freaking code, so I don't know what to do because I literally can't do the rest of the Christmas event if I don't fix it.
Have you... I'm sure you've Googled for it. Have you tried maybe just messaging them? They might just tell you.
You know, I haven't, and
They seem like really cool people, the people who make that game,
cool
so
people.
I feel like they would probably DM it to you if you DM them a question.
Well, and I could probably ask on the subreddit too.
Oh, probably.
And I know I think they hang out there sometimes too. This is definitely I'm not the first person to have done that.
Fair enough. I think they should definitely make them more common than one. That's ridiculous.
Well, that's the thing is you can make them afterwards, but you need to unlock that node with it first.
In multiplayer, can you trade items? Because the other thing you can do is make a new account, have someone else in the game show up, hold the star while you make a new account, get your little star, give them the star, and log into your other account. That might be a little easier. I don't know.
I'm not sure if anyone other than the host can use the advent calendar. Is the thing. They
That
might be
might
able
be
to.
that could be a considerable problem. Yes, and also the star, even if there is trading, the star might not be a tradable object. So that is a good
Well,
thing to
no,
consider. Yeah.
it would be. It's not trading. You just put it in a box or drop it. That's
Oh,
how you trade
fair.
things in Satisfactory.
But I mean,
Also, yeah,
it might
sorry
be
I let the
tied to
cat
you.
go, but phone call, and he's gonna go nuts when I go get the groceries anyway. There will be cat later, I promise.
Okay. My cat just stopped by to say hi. She was chilling here, and then I wouldn't pet her because I was talking.
Of course.
Now we're here. Now she left, and now I'm alone. No cat.
Like, I have literally already had more than half my water bottle. This is probably
This is why I get. Look, I don't. I normally I do drink like tap water, but
here.
like
Okay,
the
I didn't
filter
hear
thing
it.
has
Do
been
it.
the filter has been like broken for a while, and they refuse to replace it. So I just started getting bottled water because I need something with a cap at my desk because of ADHD. I mean, the number of sodas I spilled is too many, but yeah, that's the way it goes. Hey, she corrected it on the BRB screen. Huge coughing fit. Hey, thanks for the follow. Oh, that tastes awful. Old smoke tastes bad. Ugh. Ew. Drippy drip. So yeah, chat. You know. Just I really like the screen she made. So she made like this whole scene in Satisfactory with a snowman and lit it with lights in the game and put all these like Christmas lights, and then she went to make her Christmas cart like roll around the snowman like a train, and in its derpy ass AI, it flipped itself around and is rolling backwards. It's going back just by coincidence. It's just going backwards. I feel like if you're asking that question in the chat, then why are you here, Pineapple? Like, you can see the tags right beneath the stream before you came in. Read them. That answers your questions. I'm not trying to be rude. I'm just saying 90% of people who ask that aren't here for good things. Because, like, it's obvious by the stream stuff down there. Like, I don't know. I don't know what to say. I'm not trying, like I said, I'm not trying to be rude. It's just rain. Meh. It is what it is. People suck. I don't want to get me down. It's just something that happens. It is the reality of streaming is that as a trans person, you get a lot of hate. Yeah. Most people are just jealous. And, like, you just be a girl. Like, dude, like, you want to be a girl, just be a girl. Like, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Like, people are like, they're like, oh, you blah, 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 blah. I'm like, but why are you angry? Oh, because I misheard some shit. That's bullshit, and I'm gonna believe it, even though trans people tell you that the random, disgusting myths about us are not true, and then like, it's so easy. I just don't understand. Just like find people who you like and hang out with them. I'm not brave. I'm not brave. I'm just proud. There's no bravery in being myself. It's comforting being myself. I'm sorry. I'm not mad. I'm actually just get loud. I don't find bravery in being myself. That's just who I am. People just need to stop being assholes. I'm not brave. People just need to stop being dicks. Yeah, I think that's what the real thing is. Me being brave is not really important. I've never been brave my entire fucking life. I'm not a brave person. I know you're. I'm not trying to be. I'm not mad at you. I'm just saying like you. These are things that like people say, and it's just like I'm not brave. Trust me. Have that in my title, like whatever. I don't feel shame, you know. Yeah, isn't it? Isn't it awesome, Gabor, over in Raz's chat? I fucking love it. And like she said, she has a daytime one too, so that's pretty cool. So yeah, sorry, let's drink some soda. Wet my whistle. Just I don't. Hello.
I'm sorry, I'm back.
Oh, I was talking to someone in
Yeah.
my chat. There, yeah, and I just went on a rant about how being trans isn't brave. Being myself isn't brave. It's like people just need to stop being dicks.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Yeah. Welcome
Yeah.
back.
So yes, Gabor. Yes, the Manta inclusion was intentional. I was very pleased with myself. Cordale. Yes, it's going backwards. We recorded the cart going forwards, and then it decided to get confused at a node and turn itself around and then jerkily go backwards, and we were like, you know what, this is perfect. So
It's funny. I actually explained the whole story while you were gone.
oh shit, sorry. Well,
It's okay. You're
but
good.
yeah, it made me very happy.
Well, that's good. I'm glad. Like that was genuinely one of the funniest moments, though. It just turns around, and you were just like, "What? What?" And you just start laughing. Like it was just like, "What is happening? Why? Why'd you choose to do that?"
Yeah, well, and exactly, like
It does feel right. Yes.
It was just right. Yeah, like I didn't want to fix it. I could have probably, but why?
I mean, but in reality, it probably would get tripped up again at some point anyway, because it's
I mean,
pretty
probably.
derpy AI. All right, like let's be honest.
Well, but like that's the thing is, it's kind of not like they just redid a lot of the vehicle pathing, but I think I think they like intentionally make the cart kind of weird.
Real
Because
basic.
like it's not like a factory vehicle really. Like you can technically use it to transport stuff if you're nuts, but that's not the point.
Right.
So like I don't think it's as important as like
just,
the trucks working properly, but yeah.
It's a thing between tubes and walking, basically. It feels like. Like
I mean, kind of.
speed-wise.
But partly it's just like speed-wise, yeah. It's just also, it's kind of just meant to be stupid.
I mean, if I had Satisfactory, I'd probably be making silly little tracks for that thing and obstacle courses.
Absolutely valid.
And then inviting all my friends to come play on them because that's just kind of nerdy crap I do. But
well, yeah,
that's just how that's where my creativity with that would be focused. I think. I mean, I'd still do all the other crap, all the other stuff in the game. It's just every now and then be like, ooh, I'm gonna save this piece to make my track. Like, yeah, all right, you know, stuff like that.
Yeah. And yes, Gabor, I do appreciate your contributions to the extremely tacky Christmas display. It is magnificent.
It is. It's great. Hi.
Yeah.
Do I need to let you out, Sherlock? I gotta let the cat out. I'll be right back. It's your turn to hold the fort.
The cats are very busy sniffing the grocery bags that I didn't unload because they had like pantry stuff in them. I just heard a background noise and I don't know what it was. We'll try to have fun. Thank you very much for stepping in, Gabor. Have an excellent night. So here's where I'm feeling the pressure. I have no game to distract you guys with, and Elise has walked away for a moment to care for Kitty, and now it's just me. And yeah, like I mean, I don't know. I don't have a problem filling the space, but I also don't know if I want to go on like this big long story. Hey, long time no see. Howdy here. Okay, Elise is back. Good. See, like that's the thing is I didn't want to start this. Okay, no headphones on yet, but I didn't want to start a whole story and then just like have it halfway. Also, my hair is stuck in my earrings, so that's what that was.
Ow! I came back to just that last part. I got 2 packages. I got one from Amazon, which I think is just hot sauce.
Oh, I mean, hot sauce is nice though.
And then I have the Dinosaur Dracula Fun Pack.
Yeah. Oh, very cool. And yeah, I really need to cut some dead ends here because they keep getting very tangled, and then if it gets caught in my earring, it hurts.
I hadn't noticed any of that stuff. There's someone with a bubbly, big personality talking. That's not the thing that people are focusing on.
Well, no. I mean, I don't care. It's not like you can see that my hair is fried. I'm just complaining about it getting tangled all the time.
Okay, just trying to reassure you. Like, no one's paying attention to that. Trust me.
Yeah, no, I'm not worried about it. But like my hair is relatively
How to stab
nice.
yourself? I should be cutting away from
Fried
myself.
ends
Fuck.
aside. Plus the ends are only really fried because I spent too much time in a pool this summer without putting my hair up. So lesson learned with my crispy ends.
Oh, I got 2 bottles apparently. And it's like crazily wrapped.
You've got like a whole unboxing going on over there.
Yeah. Oh, God. Oh, God damn it. ADHD, why are you doing this to me? Dropping.
I don't know. What does ADHD do?
I put my hairband down in a place where it can like fall off the desk, and then I knocked it off the desk as expected.
Oh, of course. You see, for me, it would be Pabu that knocks it off the desk.
Sherlock left. Otherwise, it definitely could be her. Yes.
Yeah,
She'd do it too.
Pabu enjoys eating hairbands,
so does Sherlock, so I gotta hide them from her. I gave her one old one. She plays with it. Fantastic. There you go. Yeah. She leaves the rest of them alone for now. She has her own. But if she doesn't have her own, uh-oh. Like, if she's starting to play with mine, it means she's lost hers.
Oh, right. Well, see, that's the thing is I can't actually, I can't leave them for Pabu. I can't give them to him as toys because he will literally eat them because he is stupid.
He is an orange cat. We had discussed this.
Yeah, I know. He's big
He's
and
special.
sweet and dumb and evil.
I love him. He's amazing. I love cats, and I love him especially. So I got Wing Time Buffalo Sauce. Huh. I've been assured it's gluten-free. Yes, it says gluten-free on it. That's the thing is,
good.
most, unless it says it's gluten-free, buffalo sauce has gluten in it. Frank's Red Hot has gluten in it to thicken her.
Right, yeah.
I think, I mean, like, I guess, like, maybe some of their other variants may not, but, like, the basic Red Hots is, yeah.
I'm hearing banging noises, and I don't know if it's a cat or if it's outside or what.
It might be me banging things around.
No, it feels like from outside the headphones.
Oh, so was that you taking care of your groceries?
Yes.
I can tell you're in a much better.
Handled.
I can tell you are less anxious now.
Yes.
You're much
definitely
less short with me. And
what? And like that's the thing too is like I fully knew that as soon as we started it was gonna happen.
yeah,
Because that's just the time.
I get to see a complete 180 in your mode of.
Really that obvious?
Yes, you're very obvious. You have ADHD. You cannot hide your feelings, your emotions.
I can't hide shit. I really cannot hide shit.
Before you were, I could tell you were anxious because you replied to me in very short, curt ways, and you almost sounded angry at me. But I know you're not angry at me, so it was me just trying to temper my own very sensitive soft potato-ness to like not start crying at you. I wasn't that bad, but my point is, no. It was just like I was like, oh wait, I'm taking this really too sensitive. She's just really anxious because like so I. It's just that like with ADHD, we have to constantly remind ourselves these things. Like otherwise, we would just easily slip into the emotional state that we're not trying to be in. And so you know, it's years of this, of trained to do this without any drugs. It's very hard sometimes, and I'm not exactly successful always.
Yeah, like that's the thing is my anxiety meds work good, so like that helps a lot.
I don't have any.
So
yeah.
It is relatively simpler these days for me to not take it personally when other people are like on edge or something, but it also depends on which person and how like their proximity to me and like what caused the problem in the first place.
The problem with me is I was trying to instruct you with stuff and I wasn't sure if I was doing something wrong. And that wasn't like if we were just having this conversation like once we were live and I wasn't trying to tell you things and instruct you on things, right? Even though you were on edge, it wasn't the same kind of energy. It was like and it's like it's not your fault.
Less active panic
and it's
because I get a lot of
all on me, by the way. To be
free jitters.
My reaction is all my control, my deal. It's just I understand how I after years of dealing with my brain, I understand what happens after the attack. While we're dealing with that, I was getting really stressed out, but I was trying not to be stressed out. And then as soon as I stopped helping you because we were done helping. I was like, fine. It's just like it was just in the context that I thought I was doing something wrong, and once the way you were acting stayed, I was able to think about like, oh, I understand what's going on here, because we're humans, you know. It just took me.
Part of the problem too is that I talk to myself when I'm troubleshooting things.
Yes.
So I'll be making frustrated noises to myself.
And that was.
And then I totally am not thinking about how you're hearing that, right?
And
so
I do the same thing.
Part, at least.
You literally heard me do the same thing, yelling at Criterion Channel, who won't take my damn money. So, but like, and that's why it's like in the moment I had the emotional reaction, and I had to literally step back from myself and like think about that. Being mindful of the emotional state is hard work. Okay. It's not, and the best part about being with another neurodivergent person, blah, 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 like, is I don't normally have to worry about that. Right. I just don't do well with emotional things when it's anger, because I have a trauma response, which is not your fault. Once again, that's just what happened. That's, you know, and I can immediately see that you're in a much better, like, emotional state right now. Bam. Like night and day.
Well, and I also, like, I feel like we can actually start a conversation without worrying about me randomly having to leave.
Oh, yeah,
so
that does, in fact, help, yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I totally understand. That's my point. I get it.
By the way, chat, frankly, on either channel, because I also have Elise's channel open so I can see chat there.
Same.
I am probably going to regret this, and I reserve the right to not do it, but I think I'm going to doodle some shit, and if you have, like, any silly little teeny things that I could doodle, I am open to suggestions. Although, I also, very important, I also have different colors of sticky notes.
I have one thing. So today is Sherlock's Gotcha Day.
Aww,
8 years ago today, we found her wandering in the snow. Aww, all by herself.
That's sad, but also not, because she has a home now.
Yes.
So.
Oh, we were always either going to be her home or find her a home that would fit her, because we're those kind of people when it comes to animals. Oh, my parents have cared about animals more about me, for sure, for life. Well, always.
Well, I mean, I suppose there are a lot of people that feel that way. It's just that usually they don't have kids. Well, no, I guess a lot of them do have kids.
And that's a problem. Yeah. But so like it is what it is. I mean, but like she came home and she just stuck to me the entire time. She hasn't left my side since. So I guess she's my cat. So
that's delightful. I appreciate that. Definitely a couple of my parents' cats when I was growing up were more like mine than they were theirs, but I mean,
oh, there are definitely cats in here that are other people's cats. Like Ruby won't let me touch her. She lays on my dad, and he can pet her, and she sleep, but she won't let me touch her. It's just she bites really hard. So yeah.
Oh. Yeah, I feel a little bit bad because like most of the time the cats were not my dad's cats, and so he always felt like a little sad about that. And so that I felt a bit bad about, but like a couple of the cats were more his too.
It's just
especially the one we had a cat called Mouse, and she was one of the bigger female cats I've ever had, and she was like an aggressively good hunter. like this cat named Mouse, and like she brought home a fucking prairie chicken once.
Oh, that's awesome. I have had
might have been road killed, and she just brought it home, but I would not put it past that cat to have killed a prairie chicken.
I did that thing where you feed a cat on the outside of your house, and it just becomes your outside cat that just shows up every now and then. And I would have nice little dead packages on my doorstep every now and then.
Oh, thank you, kitty friend.
Really well, I mean, I do, and they're there, and I'm like, oh, thank you, because they don't understand. Right. And inside, I'm revolted and disgusted and want to throw up. But like, yes, I'm trying very, very hard to make sure my child, who I've now adopted, doesn't feel bad for giving me a gift. You know.
Yeah, that's fair.
But yeah, I mean, my cat right now doesn't hunt for shit. She finds a spider, she bats a few times, and lays down next to it, expecting it to pet her.
Papu genuinely got bored with playing with a spider and kind of like he had kind of mushed a leg or two, and then he lost track of it because he got bored, and then he sat on it.
Oh no, poor spider! What a brutal way to do it. It's like I got away, blah.
I feel like the being patted half to death first is the main issue.
He thinks I've survived. I'm gonna get away and I'm gonna live. Smack. Butt cheeks. Smash him. Smoosh him. I don't know why I said it so weird, but I did. Smoosh him.
So I can't remember. Did we have this discussion? Have you? Okay, yeah, we did have this discussion, but I can't remember the answer. You said you've never played or watched The Witcher?
Never played or watched The Witcher. Nope.
Yeah, okay, no, that's totally fair and all. It's just, like me and 80% of the internet is super hyped today.
I know, because The Witcher came out. Trust me, my feed's been a lot of thirst posting.
Yeah, Henry Cavill makes a very good Geralt, I gotta say. I feel like it was really delightful that, like, taking the role of The Witcher just seemed to, like, really open up this Henry Cavill as an open giant nerd thing, and I love
that, yeah.
Like, oh, you play well, Henry, that's so great, I feel so special.
Well, it's like you find out, like, some of your favorite, like, stars are D&D nerds, like, Elijah Wood plays D&D and shit, like, and that's cool, fucking awesome. Right? Yeah. I want to join his game. That's just all I think. Yeah. I just had my D&D game last night, actually.
Oh, see, I can't like regularly remember or make the time to attend a D&D group.
The best part of it was, on that context, I was streaming and I got messaged by my friends like, "Are you coming to the game?" I was like, "Oh shit!" I got in my stream because I forgot about my D&D game. So yes, I can also barely keep a fucking schedule. I have another game tomorrow, I think.
I don't even want to show anyone this doodle. I just made a very scary potato.
Oh, why don't you want to show the scary potato?
Because I don't even know. Okay, to be clear, I do not know what I was going for, so you cannot tell me that this is a failure because maybe this is what it was supposed to be.
There's no such thing. Okay, first of all, my motto in life has always been there's no such thing as bad art. That looks awesome. What are you talking about? It's like it's like a tomato. Oh, look, that tomato. That tomato. That's supposed
to be scary.
That potato is like spitting fire. I mean, come on, that's pretty cool.
Well, it's supposed to be.
It's a hot potato.
It's a sprout. It's a shoot.
Oh, it's a hot potato. Anyway,
I wanted to make eyes for the potato out of eyes, and then those looked creepy, and so I just went from there.
And like we've talked about this in the past, but I don't believe there's such thing as bad movies. There's just movies that are for you and movies that are not for you.
That's fair. That was totally fair.
Because one man's trash, another man's treasure, or whatever that phrase fucking supposed to mean. I'm sure that's been taken out of context and changed over decades, like the
probably, but
blood of the womb
whatever
nonsense.
As long as everyone kind of knows what it means, ish.
Yeah, it's like
when you use it.
Yeah, it's just like I lost my thought. Oh yeah, I like some movies that people might consider the worst things they've ever seen in their entire life. But I laughed my ass off through the whole thing. And is it bad? I mean, I'm laughing at how maybe incompetent it's made or maybe how cheap it is. But is it bad? Because I'm laughing. I'm having a good time, right? So
as long as you're enjoying it,
exactly,
it is valid.
And
so.
To that point, I'm definitely going to subject you to Miami Connection at some point.
Oh no.
Hee hee hee. I think you'd have a good time with it.
I do. Sorry for I keep like hitting my desk and then my camera goes.
Oh, I do the same thing. I have a cheap crane arm for the camera, so like every bump just wiggles through the whole thing.
Yeah, well, yeah, mine's just sitting on top of a monitor and like at the corner too, so it's probably like the most.
Oh wow. Yeah. My webcam is mid thing. It's actually the thing keeping the regular camera from turning right now, because I'm poor and so I have the cheap equipment for most part. Some of it I have like high end equipment from when I had more money, but yeah.
Right. Yeah.
I don't have that money. It wasn't forever money, so.
Okay. Well, this did not go the direction I was expecting either. So I don't know how to plan ahead, and so I was gonna like draw a star, and so this is not done. But we are already getting into like Patrick Star with thick legs territory.
Patrick Star. I'm waiting for this.
Well, yeah, now it's
there it is. Yeah, it's gotta be
right?
yes, and like pants or something, big like poofy pants. Like
parachute / disco pants.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Like my sister says, my sister from another mister. We do a show every Tuesday at noon called Art at noon Pacific. We do a thing called Art and Tea, and the tea is talking shit. We talk.
Of course.
We're just no one. Neither of us actually drinks tea very often. I don't like tea, and she does, but she does art. Cause I'm not the doodly draw kind of artist. I'm
Right.
a righty right type artist.
Right.
And so we'll be hanging out, and you'll think I'm not paying attention, but I'm just putting a lot of focus on typing because I'm writing something out while we're talking or something like that, and that happens.
Yeah,
But
I can't write and I can't write or read and talk at the same time because like it's just trying to use the same part of my brain for two different things at once. But with drawing and talking, it's like different enough that I can still follow what's going on.
Yeah,
so.
she says the same thing. So we sit and talk, and she doodles. She has an amazing art, and I say doodle, but she actually is an amazing artist. So.
Right. What I'm doing right now is doodling.
I mean, she has done just doodles, but
Yeah,
she
well,
also
yeah, I mean,
has done full art where she colors it, and she plans to like do postcards and stickers and stuff. It's just a lot of work scanning it all in, and she's got 2 years worth of
like,
images now.
Yeah. Well, and like that's the thing too is I do all my art digitally, but it is still like a whole process to like I feel like with stickers and things you kind of have to be specifically making something to be a sticker for it to like work because you need those thick lines, you need a certain style, right?
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
Like, I don't know if I can just take like anything that I draw and make it into a sticker.
Yeah, I mean, you could take your doodle and
yeah.
make a sticker, make a new image, basically, but that'd be a second image though. But yeah, I mean, like a lot of her art turns out in such a way that you could make a bunch of them into stickers. Not all of them, but some of them,
Yeah, well, and honestly, some people's style is just like that. So for them, like, mad respect.
Just going to Etsy and just typing like stickers, and you're just like, I wish I had all these stickers. They all look so cool. I have a sticker thing. Oh, maybe I'm gonna show this on my stream. You haven't seen this yet. I haven't shown this.
Sure.
I collect a lot of stickers, and so.
Right. I think with my art, I do have the kind of line work that would lend itself well to like a coloring book, but I don't have like common themes. Like, I mean, actually, you know what? One of these days, I'm gonna get there eventually where I'd have enough pictures to do this. I should do like the big gay coloring book of horned lesbians because I end up drawing so many lesbians with horns.
That's awesome.
Hey,
I love
Cordell drawing party. Let's do it.
lesbians with horns. I almost said porns. Horns are the best. So this book that I showed off is every movie I've watched since January 1st, 20. I think my internet's hiccupping.
Got robot-y.
Yeah, my internet hiccuped. Am I back?
Yes.
All right. So this notebook I hold up with all these stickers on it, it's a film log from January 1st, 2014 to September 28th, 2021. And it's every movie I've watched between that time.
Very cool. That's a lot.
But I collect stickers and I start covering them with books. And I have my current one, a couple pages in. I'm still not finished covering this one. And I got some back ones. This is from a movie called Cruel Jaws. I love it. It's so silly. It's a Jaws ripoff. It was released in Italy as Jaws 5.
That's great.
Yeah, I'm on a few. I'm on more than one Patreon for the stickers, also.
Right. Okay.
Anyway.
Drawing. This has gone a very strange
Perfect. Strange is perfect. I like strange. Weird is cool.
I cannot remember if Patrick has hands, so he's getting weird troll hands.
I don't think he has hands, does he? We go look him up.
He doesn't. He 100% doesn't.
Okay.
He does now.
It's Patrick's cousin. Patrick Star. What is that? I only have a vague memory of what that. I haven't seen any SpongeBob. Oh yeah, he just curled his ends off, huh?
Cordell, we 100% need to do another drunken Bob Ross night. That was a lot of fun. It was good.
What?
So, this is surprised Patrick, who is thick and has heels and parachute pants and muscles.
Waiting for it to show up. Oh my god. And
Come on, camera,
And
focus. There we go.
and I'm really far behind in the stream, I realize.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll just
There it is.
hover it around for a
Oh,
long
yeah,
time.
that's cute as fuck. It's
Is
just
it? 'Cause
yes.
it's just weird, but not in a bad way.
Look, I'm all for weird stuff. Like normal's boring.
That's true. And that gets to get stuck on my monitor for the moment.
Just because.
Well, yeah, why not?
Is your monitor buddy?
Yeah. We'll decide if he gets to stay later. I don't think Scary Potato gets to stay, though. Not a huge fan of Scary Potato.
You gotta send me Scary Potato now. I want Scary Potato.
Oh, okay. Well, I can take a picture of Scary Potato for you later.
Oh, I was thinking you could shove it in the back bag of ketchup or box of ketchup chips when we do a trade.
Oh, well, that works too.
Literally send me a Scary Potato.
Yeah.
Assuming you don't lose and or accidentally throw Scary Potato away between now and whenever the hell that nebulous time is.
Does seem very likely, I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah, it's fine. It's ADHD things. I ain't gonna take it personally. It's alright.
Well, and yeah, like especially because when we get to the point of like visual clutter, I'm like, oh god, make it stop, anxiety, visual clutter. I need to throw things out.
Yep.
So...
I feel that in my bones. Oh shit! I need to take my meds. I need to do that after stream because otherwise I'll get really loopy and slur all my words even more than normal.
Yeah, that's not ideal.
The progesterone really makes me like drowsy. Like you've been put under. Like it feels like that. The way legs feel like jelly, and you're just like oh really tired. And it's just and like I'll be sitting here, and next thing I know I'll wake up. It's like that kind of sleep. Like whoa. I'll be watching a stream. Like my friend role playing.
3 days kind of sleep.
Yeah, like when am I?
Yeah. 100%.
Exactly. No, that's what happens. I hate that feeling. But every day.
I have that original Jumanji gif saved of Robin Williams doing the
Perfect.
What year is it?
I have the meme of the orange cat. When am I? It's just some orange cat looks like it just woke up from the deepest sleep.
Right. Yeah. It's like who has roused me from my slumber?
Yes, exactly. Yeah, orange cats, bastards.
Hey, would you look at that? Not a single dropped frame because apparently my face is not highly intensive on my graphics card.
It's CPU for the thing.
Oh right, CPU. You're right.
But still, yes.
And also my internet. But...
Yes, those things combined. Drop frames, internet. Because I dropped frames, 1% of my frames. Oh no,
yeah,
I dropped 440 frames, 0.2%. Sorry, I read it wrong.
Oh yeah, that's even better.
It's very small. The screen is much smaller than this. Is a 4K monitor. That's only 2K color space, and this is a 1080p of cheapness. So it's like I'm like, what does that say? Oh yeah, it's very small text at the bottom. OBS.
Okay. Trying to decide what to do.
Tell me about this trip you took to Switzerland. You told me to talk to you about this on stream, and I bookmarked it.
I even wrote that down in my little backups topic.
You took notes? List. You cheated?
Except no, but I wanted to, and I got exactly one of them. I got that one, and that's it. That's all I wrote.
Okay. All right, hold on.
You're the one that told me to write shit down. Shut up.
Yeah, it's how you remember things. That's how I remember things. I wrote it down too, which is the only reason why I remembered to ask you about Switzerland. Yeah, but let's leave that in the back burner. I got it better. What's your fondest video store memory? Because you're of the age that you went to the video store at some point in the 90s and early 2000s before they all died out.
Like, do you mean like video rental place or like HMV?
No. I mean, but either actually. I'm cool with all. I love movies and I love physical media, so either of those would work actually. Can you see how excited I am? Hear how excited I am? I realize I get really self-conscious sometimes. Oh my god, I'm too excited. Calm down.
I don't know. I feel like it was like it ended up just being like a Friday evening thing to do with my family, where we would just like order a pizza or whatever, but they didn't deliver to where we lived, so we would go into town to wait for the pizza and go pick out a movie while we were at it.
Wow, that was the same as my life. That sounds. It was Saturday nights usually, but yeah, I mean, you know.
Right. I mean, I guess like it was super common when Blockbuster was a thing, right?
Right. Yeah.
And actually, where I used to live, the rental place only actually closed last year because of COVID. They were actually open until then. So I think like 2 or 3 years ago, I actually went and we like picked up a movie and a couple video games because renting a video game for a week still kind of makes sense. So yeah, we ended up playing Diablo 3 on the Xbox, even though we both had it on our
Like,
computers. But
I'm
it was a lot
actually.
of fun, actually.
It actually
So.
annoys me that nowadays they only let you rent movies for. They charge you the same fucking price for a digital copy to rent a movie, but you don't only get to keep it for 24 hours. Like, what is that nonsense?
Yeah,
Like, just keep that
right?
shit for 7 days, and then give me late
Yeah.
fees if I didn't return it.
Well, or I
I
mean,
mean,
like I guess sometimes you would rent it for a night, but you would always have the option to extend it for like $1.
Right, right.
So, but yeah, I mean, I guess it would depend on how new the movie was too.
Yeah, new
But
releases
yeah,
were a lot more expensive at Blockbuster, and
yeah,
they only had 2-day rentals. I usually avoided new rentals because I drag ass watching movies. So,
yeah.
like, me and my ex would go to the Blockbuster that's literally right around the corner from us. Growing up, I had a place called Wizard Video. No, Video Wizard. Sorry, Wizard Video is a company
That
that
sounds
releases
so
movie.
painfully 90s, but
Wizard Video is a company that releases movies. Video Wizard is the old store I used to live around when I was a kid, lived down the street from. And I used to go there, and I saw the very first theatrical run of Oliver and Company before they took it back to redo a bunch of it. Because they released it in like 89, 90 or something. And
right.
like, it didn't get a re-release until like 97, I think, 96, 95 maybe. But like between 90 when I saw it in theaters once and fell in love with the Orange Cat because I loved Oliver and Company, I literally bothered this poor man every fucking week. I'd go, I'd be like, "Do you have Oliver and Company yet?" "No, kid." And then I would go and grab a Godzilla movie or something. But like, and as an adult, me and the ex would go and we would just go and rent like 5 or 6 movies and then spend 3 days not watching them and then watch them all in one night because we realized we have to return them really quick. Very neurodivergent things.
Hmm.
But yeah, do you have like what was your like favorite thing to rent? Do you have like do you have like a movie that you rented more than once for sure?
Oh God. See, like that's the thing is, like honestly, I just like memory, like especially on the
Mm-hmm.
spot recall sucks with
Yes,
ADHD regardless, but also
very.
I feel like the fact that I haven't been in a video store in years makes it really hard to connect with those memories.
Understood.
Um,
Understood. That's fine.
so like but I know that my sister and I so the local store, they had like you could do 3 movies, 3 days, $3 with the older movies, and they did this with 5 and 7 and 10 too. So sometimes
Okay.
my sister and I would go through all of the older movies and grab 10 movies for $10 for 10 days, and then just like watch a movie every day or two one night or whatever. And
That
so
sounds like me
that was
now.
a lot of fun.
Watch
But
a
I'm
movie
trying
every
to
day.
think. Yeah, and I'm just trying to think of like a specific movie that popped up a lot in that. Like I would say A Knight's Tale because I love it, but also eventually we just bought it, so we stopped renting it. Uh,
Yes, I've done
but I
that. I did
feel
that too.
like a lot with my sister would be like rom-coms and stuff, and I mean, like I don't know, I enjoy watching cheesy shit with my sister.
Do you
Like
have a favorite
still, I guess.
rom-com?
So. Oh Christ.
Oh,
You should have asked me this shit hours ago, and then I'd have a list.
I'm so sorry. Why?
No, it's fine. I just don't know if I'm gonna have a good answer for you, or
You
well,
don't
this is
need a
one of those
good
things
answer.
where,
Just give an answer. It's okay.
well, like this is the thing where I'll give you an answer, and then like 3 hours later I'll be like, no, this one's way better. But
Sweet. You should definitely message me that. I'm perfectly okay with that.
hmm. So yeah, like I mean, I've got a lot of nostalgia for like early 2000s stuff
Hmm.
because of watching shit with my sister all the time.
Makes sense.
Hmm, hmm, hmm. Like I have movies in my head, and I'm just like my mind is just like they're
So,
just slipping out of my grasp.
what my favorite is Love Actually. It's got some little toxic masculinity in it, but like it's like
It's
10 years.
fine.
It's a while. It's a movie from years and years ago at this point. It's like
Yeah.
you just
Yeah.
kind of cringe through a little bit and enjoy the rest of it, right? That's how it is with a bunch of movies from the 80s, 90s, 70s, 80s, 90s, and early 2000s. Like, if you watch a 90s comedy, guarantee you there's a guy in a dress joke, and the joke is the guy's in a
Of
dress.
course.
And that's just
Yeah, it's
transphobic as shit.
obnoxious. It super is. It's
Yeah.
like, especially looking back on that stuff, you're just like, oh god, how did we ever
Yeah.
find this funny? It
And
hurts.
you go and you look at Mrs. Doubtfire and you're like, oh, I love this movie, but also, fuck. This is a little It's a little and that's not
Oh,
trying to be, but it's a little uncomfortable to watch, you know.
would
Uh,
you say that counts? So I'm just scrolling through Netflix because I was like, there's got to be a rom
I
com in here
I
that I
feel like
love.
Mrs.
To make
Doubtfire pretending to be a woman to get something that feels the part that's like I don't know, feels
it
like
was kind of on the line, I
yeah,
think,
it is
for
on the
me,
line, 100% on the line.
because it wasn't like overtly disrespectful. It wasn't like, haha, this is gross and weird.
A lot of the jokes
But
were,
it was,
haha, he's in a
but
dress though.
some of them were, yeah.
Yeah,
So I don't know.
that's the
But at the
thing.
same time,
It's like, I love the movie.
the line, "It was a run by fruiting," gets me every time.
What was it? Doo-doo-doo! No, I mean I love the movie. Don't get me wrong; it's a great movie. But like,
Yeah.
there's some things
Well,
that you're like, oh, that's a little awkward now, and
well,
that's
and yeah,
the
like
march of
you're
time.
allowed to like problematic things too.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
anyway,
yeah. I love lots of things that are now, in retrospect, probably very problematic. But
all right.
you know,
So I don't know if this counts as a rom com, but I think that it does, and Netflix thinks it does too. But Stardust.
I haven't seen
Stardust.
that yet.
You haven't? Have you read the book?
No, I probably won't read the book either because I just
They're
don't read a lot of
so
books.
good. Like the book and movie are just different enough that I thought like it was super.
It was a
worth
comic, I
to
think, also, wasn't
experience
it?
both.
Wasn't there a graphic novel
Um,
adaptation?
I
I
have no idea.
If
But
so,
it's
I'd
Neil
probably
Gaiman, so I wouldn't be surprised because
there
he's
was
done a lot of graphic novel stuff.
I'd probably fucking read that version for sure. Just because I do better with visual mediums. This is how I've always been. I
That's
learned how to
right.
read with comic books, for God's sakes. So.
That I can actually stand Claire Danes in that movie, so that's an accomplishment.
Oh, why do you hate Claire Danes? I gotta hear this.
Honestly, it like
Oh,
she was just in a lot of stuff in the early 2000s where she was just an obnoxious whiny little shit, and
we
her portrayal of Rogue in X-Men was just the whiniest, least faithful to Rogue thing ever, and it
that wasn't
pissed
Claire
me
Danes.
off.
Rogue. She didn't play Rogue. That's Anna Paquin.
Oh shit!
And I
Right,
do
sorry.
agree, by the way,
That's
that
the
Anna Paquin.
impression.
That, by the way, I have a huge fucking problem with all of those X-Men movies. The only characters even remotely like the comic book character is fucking Wolverine.
Well, of course, because Hugh Jackman did his research, I guess. Oh, well, and was having fun. No, but you're right. That is
It's like
Anna Paquin. I can't remember what movie it was that was because there is another Claire Danes one that bothered me.
there's
but I
Romeo
can't
and
remember what it
Juliet,
was.
Terminator 3, excuse me. Little Women. Oh, I hated that one. Sorry. I apologize to my friend who I had to sit through. She loved it. She's her favorite. I hated it. I can't help it.
Although, but yeah, like I don't know. I guess Claire Danes, just the character she ends up playing and the kind of stuff
Hey.
that I just don't love
Uh,
her repertoire.
we definitely have
But
to
I
watch
can stand
Stardust
her in
now.
Stardust, because Stardust is really good.
We definitely have to
And
watch Stardust now together. That has
And
to happen now.
it's pre Daredevil, adorable Charlie Cox, so that's always good too.
Charlie Cox. I have a problem with names attaching to faces.
He
Let me look at his face real
he
quick. Oh,
is
this guy.
the Netflix Marvel
Yes.
Daredevil.
That's
but
why I
he's a
said
bunch of other
as
things
soon as
too.
I opened it, I was like, "Oh, this guy!" Immediately.
Yeah,
That's the thing is, I don't name face. I'm autistic and I have some face blindness, so it's like
totally fair.
I'm
Totally
like,
fair.
I don't know who that is. Like, if you put two white guys together and introduce them right now to me, and then I walked away and we did something else for 20 minutes, I came back, I couldn't tell you which one was which. Unless there
Right,
was a
yeah.
defining feature about their outfit or their face that could immediately spark a memory. Name and face could, I mean, and then it takes a few times, like, I like literally will hang out with someone and don't remember their name for 2 or 3 sessions to hanging out with them,
Yeah, I've definitely done that. And been
and then
like, well,
suddenly it comes on me like, all right,
now you've told me your name 4 times, and now I don't want to ask again.
but like names are the ADHD, the face blindness is the autism. It's a nice double combo. It's
Yes,
great.
I fortunately
Plus memory
do not
issues.
have to deal with the face blindness so much, but yeah.
It's not even
But
that
yeah,
bad. It's just like if two people are too similar, I can't tell them apart. If it's a redhead and a blonde, I could tell them apart because immediately
right,
a
'cause there's
difference.
a distinctive feature.
There's two redheads, I might have a problem now. That's an example.
I honestly, I feel like that ends up being so. Like, I'm not gonna say that women in like actresses in general aren't gorgeous and whatever, but I find myself, like, generally speaking, when it comes to actors and actresses, I kind of find myself generally more attracted to guys in that category.
Interesting.
And I think it's 100% because guys are allowed to have more variety. in their looks and still be famous and leading men, right? Like the
Okay.
fact that I genuinely
I think
forget
Andy
that their
Serkis is
names
hot
and
too.
Anna Paquin are different people. Like I think that's a problem. And like
That's really
like
hilarious, though.
well, it is, but it's not the only one. Like people make jokes about actresses looking the same all of the time. Like
Mm-hmm. That's all
shit.
producers and casting and directors casting the same people.
Yeah,
You
so
know.
exactly. I just feel like there's less variety, and so well, and honestly, it's just like American Girl Next Door isn't my type. No beef, no disrespect, just not what I gravitate towards, and a lot of Hollywood is that, right? So like it's not a bad thing. It does not matter if my tastes are being catered to, but like
For
I don't
me,
know. It's an interesting phenomenon that I end up with,
I am
more. Yeah.
sorry. I am 100,000% more attracted to women, and none of them are what a typical beauty standard. I don't give a fuck about typical beauty standards. I just
Oh, that's totally fine.
I have always like I remember in high school. I'm not gonna use the girl's name, but my friend Tom was like, "You have a crush on that girl?" I was like, "Yeah." And he's like, "She's so frumpy." I'm like, "I know, she's so cute." I didn't think I didn't. It was just a different perspective, right? Because
Right.
what I find, I'm weird, and my tastes are weird. My women tastes in women are weird, and not that I wouldn't be flattered by like a ridiculously attractive woman telling me like they were interested in me. I probably would actually just
Right.
be terrified. I'm like, oh no, you don't know what you're getting into. This is a bad idea.
But no, like I think that's actually kind of good for you to just be like open that like conventional standards aren't really your thing because I don't think we talk about it enough. Like it doesn't really matter, and you don't want to make people feel bad because they're
No,
not
no,
your type and you're talking about it.
right,
But
right. I
uh,
do find men attractive. I
there,
know, but I'm not sexually attracted. It's different. Sorry.
yes. But the point is,
Awkward.
people find it hard to believe that if they aren't conventionally attractive, that anyone would find them attractive, and that's like obviously not true, right? Like
No.
there's always going to be someone that finds someone else attractive, regardless of what they look like, and so I think it's always good to like have a conversation.
And then there's
about,
pansexuals who don't even give a fuck what you look like. Most of
yeah.
them. They just
Well, yeah,
they
I mean, it
just
depends a little
like
on
it
how
for
they're
you.
personally defining it, but yeah,
Obviously, yes. Some people use bi and pan interchangeably, and no, I don't personally agree with that because
yeah,
but
same. So
I don't refute someone else's use of a tag. I just go, all right, I just
right.
move on with my
Yeah.
life.
The only time that I will refute people's conversations about like pan versus bisexual is when they're saying bisexual is transphobic because no.
What?
Um
No, I
well,
mean like
because bi
there's
means binary. Ugh,
uh
it's dumb.
no, I
But
mean there's M-spec lesbians. People have a problem with that too, like
yeah.
male lesbian. Like like there's lesbians who use he him pronouns, and they're just as
Yeah,
valid
exactly.
as any other lesbian. Same concept. It's the same fight. I mean, like people have a problem with that too, and I don't understand it.
Well,
Like, who
and
cares?
like and yeah, like I've seen people say that like if you were a butch lesbian for most of your life and then you realized you were trans, do you just have to stop identifying with all the
Nope,
experiences of a butch lesbian?
not at
Obviously
all.
not, right?
No,
So,
I
but yeah,
mean
I think
I
my favorite. Sorry,
yeah.
go.
Sorry, no, it's actually you. I keep jumping on you. Sorry.
No, I was just gonna back up a little bit. Like the distinction to me between bisexual and pansexual, the way that like made it click for me is that bisexual you're attracted to anywhere from two to any and all genders, whereas pansexual you are attracted to people regardless of gender.
There you go.
Like
That is a very very eloquent way of saying that. Actually,
right. So like in it functions very similarly, but the difference is the way that you're perceiving it and whether or not that even gender is even a factor when you're considering whether you want to date someone. And so like obviously I'm bisexual, and so far my experiences point to the genders that I am interested in being all of them.
hey.
But
Yeah.
but yeah, like oh shit. Oh, but it's still like I still think about it, right? Like I find women attractive in a different way than I find men attractive,
I
for example.
there
So
and that's not to say I
that's the
haven't been
difference for
attracted
me.
to men. There are definitely some men. I've slept with men. I've been in relationships with men. It's just I'm 1,000% more like the intensity of
Yeah,
attraction
no, that's fine.
is like a burning sun versus a fucking lighter. And once in a blue moon, this sparks up, and the fucking sun's always on. You know, like that's how.
Right.
Sorry, I don't mean to get so loud. This
I
is
get it.
my
It's fine.
inability to control my
If
volume.
you're if you get very loud, that's what I have an audio slider for. So it's all good.
Sorry.
No,
I
no,
don't
it's
mean
fine.
to.
You are nowhere near capping out the audio on my side, so you're
Oh,
good.
that's
Don't worry
good.
about it.
I can get pretty loud without
I mean,
meaning
I
to.
always have my desktop audio lower though too, because otherwise, game volume is too loud. But yeah.
Yes. 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 When I had the headphones on, the volume is down way lower than when the headphones are off. I mean, like,
Yeah, 100%.
percentage-wise, it's like the 35% on headphones on, 75% when the headphones off. You know, like,
Oh
huge
no.
gap. Oh no.
Internet thing again. So yeah, I meant specifically on OBS. I have my desktop volume
think I'm
down,
back.
but yeah, like my
right.
headphone volume is at 18.
My internet died.
I can kind of hear you there.
Hello? Hello? Hello?
Yes?
My internet died last night, and it's been a little touchy.
Yeah, that's frustrating.
I mean, I have 100 megabits, MPBS. Is that how MP? I can't remember the order of the letters. I have 100 of those.
Yes, but
Yeah, I got 100 of those up and down, so I got a real good stream. I could like stream 4 different platforms at once with 4 different computers, and I wouldn't be touching each other. But for some reason, the fucking Roku eats up all goddamn bandwidth. I even put it on a little chain, a leash. I went on and reduced the bandwidth amount it can use percentage-wise down to 20%. And like it still somehow yanks the rug out from underneath me. But yeah, the internet's been a little spotty the last day or two. Sorry, that was 2 conversations in one. You're welcome. Autism.
No, it's fine. I just didn't want to insert responding to chat in the middle of that, so I typed it out instead, which works.
Oh, well, it's nice you stopped by,
My
Nalagar.
Yeah, I'm sorry about shitty notification problems, but also can relate. Like,
Yeah.
a while ago, my sister sent me something on Messenger, like, last week, and I just never got a notification, and it was just lucky because I looked at her chat on the weekend.
Yeah, I mean, I've done that. It happens on Twitter all the time, which is why I prefer Discord for messaging. It always tells me at least. So far.
Yeah,
Knock
my
on wood.
sister is the only person I still talk to on Facebook Messenger, but that's where she.
My
sent me
sister is the only one
that's
that
where
I
talk to her.
My sister and my ex-wife are the only 2 people I talk to on Facebook. And eventually, I'm just not gonna have Facebook at all. And I'll just have the then I'll just have the Messenger for talking to those 2 people.
Right.
Because they refuse to get to the future and come to Twitter. The future.
Yeah.
Sorry, I couldn't even say it with a straight face.
Internet.
No.
That was full on. That no was 100% one of the little portal gun robots.
No. I was watching Clone Wars, the movie, not the live action, the animated movie, and at one point Dooku shoves a droid out of a hole in the wall, and he just goes, "Why?" And that's in my mind forever. Just why?
Yeah,
falls into a
sometimes
pit.
the things that stick in your brain are like, excuse me, what? But yeah, your brain will hold on to whatever the hell it feels like, right?
And
So,
certain things, like if I see a cave in a game or a movie, my autism makes me go, "Is there a cave from fucking 13th Warrior?" I like, by a compulsion, it just happens. It comes out of my brain before I even realize it. It's great.
Yeah, so the one that nobody else has ever gotten because it's not a meme, in the 1998 Cinderella-ish movie Ever After.
Oh god, I saw that once.
They're waving goodbye to her father, and they go, "But it's tradition!" And so, for some reason, that line is stuck in my head forever.
Oh, that's
and
great.
Nobody else remembers it because it's a throwaway line before the story even starts.
Wow.
So, yeah, I'll just be like, "It's tradition!" And then people will be like, "Excuse me, what?"
Right? Is there a cave? What's wrong? Why are you asking if there's a cave? Nothing?
Yeah, there's also a very brief clip from a YouTube video that was used on a GIF sound. So Cordell and I and my ex, we would have whole nights where we would just go through the GIF sound subreddit, which and just cackle till we couldn't breathe. And
Yep.
so yeah, one of them was like a monkey being groomed or something, and then the voice in the background is, "It's so fun. Oh yeah, it's very fun."
That's great.
So yes, I absolutely still say it's so fun.
Oh my god, the face you make when you say that's great. Oh my god, it really sells
it has to come with it has
So
to come
fun,
with the face.
say.
But and then, like,
can't
the
do
funny
it.
thing is too, so like when with GIF sound, the website they have it like covers up the video because that's not the point. It's
Right.
just the sound that they want the video for. So, but I went and watched the whole video once, and it's like a 10-minute video talking about Corvettes and like so I was like, oh, okay, that's actually up my alley. And then yeah, so the part that it's actually from is that they're talking about how automatic cars were like super fancy in the 80s.
God.
So they were so it's like, oh, it's so fancy. I drive an automatic Corvette and it's so fancy.
That's great.
So for me, it also includes the I drive an automatic Corvette part. That part doesn't make sense to say to anybody else.
Yeah, I don't know the context of that now.
Yeah, so yeah, if I'm saying it's so fancy, then that's where that comes from.
Great. Hey, Neko Princess!
Hey,
How's
how's
it going?
Oh wow, we both just got so much just showed up.
I need
Yeah,
to make my
great.
chat a little bit bigger, actually. Oh, wrong window.
I think my chat's a reasonably okay size, but if anyone's having a hard time reading it, let me know and I can turn it up. Cordell, you're back on GIF sound then. I mean, that's fair. I was gonna say if you get anything good, you can share with us, but maybe don't, because then
Not
I
right
have to
now.
figure out how to stream it.
Later.
And, yeah. So. But yeah, I'll definitely gonna have to. Well, and like, so I guess GIF sound kind of got replaced by like TikTok, right?
Oh, yeah, I guess so. God damn it.
So like, it's kind of a dead subreddit now, but yeah, it was good shit for a few years there. Well, actually, more than a few, I think. So yeah. But it is
fuck it.
for after 7, so and I've been chugging my water, so I think I'm going to take a very short break.
Okay.
Oh, well, but see, that's the thing, Trey. An automatic Corvette, because in the 80s it was very fun. Nowadays, nobody would think that the automatic Corvette was better. Absolutely no one. But automatic transmissions were a shiny, fancy new thing in the 80s, right? So
Not wrong.
Not quite. Yeah, I don't remember like when the first one was out, but yeah, it wasn't like ubiquitous until then. So yeah. So yes, no, not automatic Corvette, but in the 80s maybe.
Because it's so fancy.
Yes,
Oh,
but yes.
God.
So my point is that I'm going to come back. Well, okay, I'm gonna address that when I get back, otherwise I'm gonna get sidetracked. Point is I'm gonna come back with alcohol and maybe a cat. I want the cat to be here for more than 10 seconds this time, so we're gonna try and make it happen. But yes, I am going to switch back to the starting soon screen because it's better at the moment. Trey, you will soon see why. And yeah, I think I might as well smoke while I'm at it. So I
Hell yeah.
5 minutes.
I am fucking
not
high
sure
as fuck right now.
I'm sorry, Trey, but I have to pee and I want booze, so at least it will be better when I come back. Okay, yeah, hold down the fort, Elise. I will be right back.
Okay. Well, chat, looks like we're gonna fly the stream into the sun. If it gets a little warm, I'm sorry. I don't know how to control this thing. But yeah, huh. Yeah, you have to go to Raz's chat to see the cat, so you'd have to go here. And you know, I'm also, oddly enough, I'll just promote myself because I have those powers now. Bam! I'm over here. We're co-streaming, having a nice little discussion, hanging out in public instead of private. It's basically just what we're doing. Like we hung out last Friday. I think it was last Friday. Maybe it was last Thursday. I actually think it was last Thursday. Maybe last Friday. Anyway, we watched Santa Jaws. I mean, we held entire conversations and did nothing but and it did everything but pay attention to the movie. So like we're basically just doing that now, but without the movie being in the background noise. I'm mostly eating M&Ms, so my blood sugar is getting low. So yeah, all right. Hey Trey, welcome to my chat. How's it going, buddy? Oh yeah, first time viewer, nice. I thought I said I can't get those things to turn off. I hate those things. I know they're my first time viewer. Hi, how's it going? Unfollowing your channels. Interesting. I don't know. I don't have that problem. I'm sure. I mean, I know people have had that problem on Twitter for sure, so I'm sure it's a thing. Like, computer glitches are impossible to, like, plan, or some of them are impossible to fix just in the complexity, you know? See, I'm the third today. Did you previously follow me? I don't even remember. I don't have good memory, that's all. You did. On December 5th. I scrolled down my notification. Interesting. So you're still following on me for me. No. I have not watched Emong in like a year. But I'm still following him, so I don't know about that. Yes, we have chatted in Raz stream. Yes, we have. I don't know. I've never heard of that, Neko. Because like I said, I've been following Emong for over a year and haven't talked to him. I mean, I've been following him for several years, and I just haven't gone to a stream. Because I've been watching a lot of GTA roleplay, and he only does Overwatch. I mean, which is more power from him. He's his own streamer, and I enjoy his content. But like, I don't want to watch Overwatch because it just makes me sad because I miss Overwatch, and I don't want to play Overwatch because I don't want to give Blizzard any more money or time or space in my mind. Which is a shame because I love some of those characters dearly. I may have already turned it off then. But yeah, so, Raz's chat, my chat. What was the movie you rented the most as a kid? If you had video stores. I don't know what your age is. I'm not here to judge. Don't tell me your age. Leave it to yourself. Well, I remember how old Trey is now. I don't remember. We talked about that. I would never call you old, my friend. But you're old. I mean, I'm kidding. I'm almost at 4 decades, so, you know. I call you old knowing full well I'm also old. Star Wars, nice. That's definitely a perennial classic. I mean, like, hard to go wrong with that one. I even like the newer movies everyone craps upon. Yeah, I've actually not upgraded Star Wars to Blu-ray yet. I still have just the DVDs. I don't know. I feel like the minute I buy these editions, they'll release the fucking ultimate release, and then I'll be mad because I'll spend $50 or something more. Hey, thanks for the follow. I'm a huge Star Wars nerd. Like, the thing about Star Wars is I'm one of those dorks who played the Decipher card game, and so while watching A New Hope, I can literally name every background character in that fucking game or in that movie because they all had background stuff made for them for the game. Like it's kind of silly. The ultimate release is out. Oh nah, that's not the ultimate release. The video quality is dog crap on Laserdisc. Yes, it was better than the VHS. No, it wasn't good in comparison to DVD or moreover, not in comparison to Blu-ray. It's actually arguable about DVD because DVD it distorts the image with its processing. Yeah, but the Skywalker Saga doesn't have the original pre-special edition releases. I have the bootleg reconstruction that Harmy has been doing, but I won't bother buying a release. I don't think until they've got a good one that I can feel confident owning. Because I'm gonna buy it one time. I have spent too much money on movies. I have well over 3,000 releases. I actually, upon looking through my spreadsheet, I have close to 5,000 Blu-ray and DVDs. A lot of overlap between Blu-ray and DVD, about 1,000 overlap because I upgraded a bunch of my favorite movies. But got a lot of movies, and I'm at the point where I'm like, it's got to be a good edition for me to buy it. Hello?
Sorry, I did not mute myself on Discord. Now we're back.
Hi.
So yeah, we're back. Thank you for the welcome back. So yeah, that is like what, less than an hour and a half, and I've had to pee twice now. So adding alcohol to this mix is a great idea.
Another reason why I haven't taken my pills because then I'll start peeing every 15 minutes.
Yeah, not fun.
Because that's what the estrogen in the estradiol though do to me, whoop, right through my body.
And so yeah, unfortunately, both cats are very asleep, and now I'm sad. Also, Trey Ken Jeong on YouTube, aka Ken Jeong, who is not a YouTuber but was in a video on YouTube, said that breaking the seal is not a real thing. So,
what's that?
I'm going with him.
So
the common knowledge is that after the first, like when you're drinking, the first time you pee, you have to pee way more often after that. As
soon as you started talking about, I'm like, all right, that's what you meant. I didn't know the context. My brain was like, what?
Yeah, no, I was talking to Trey in chat, so that
no,
help, but yeah.
No, it's just like I knew you were talking to him, but like for some reason my brain didn't grasp the concept you were talking about peeing. But yeah, no, that doesn't. It doesn't. It's not a. Did you just snort at me?
Not really. It was like a.
Oh, you almost spit.
Mouth closed laugh.
You almost spit.
Yeah, a little bit.
Oh, I saw that now. Okay.
Trey, you couldn't possibly have the world's smallest bladder because I have the world's smallest bladder.
I do.
Yeah. Although actually, one of my friends back in the day too, we always, we would joke that he peed as often as a pregnant lady, and he was like in on the joke, so it was fine. But, yeah, that was funny. So. But yeah, I think like the real thing is just that like once you've gotten to that point where you have to pee the first time.
Hey Jet, sorry,
the alcohol is catching up with you. So whether you peed or not, you would still be peeing more often. God, why am I talking about this?
And hey Jet, thanks. I didn't see you pop in. Sorry, someone said something in my chat and it almost disappeared before I noticed it. I'm like, oh crap.
Oh, I didn't realize that you were in both chats, Trey. Cool.
I'm in both chats.
Mad multitasking skills. I respect. I'm wondering if there's another, if I'm linking you clearly enough, but
Huh?
I don't know. I'm just tossing another shout out in because
I shouted out when you
found you, so it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah, Trey followed me on December 5th when I first showed up in your stream, actually.
Oh, right. We had this whole conversation about you being a streamer too. Now I remember. It's all good. Everybody, I figured it out.
Wow, we've only been friends 12 days. What the fuck?
What the fuck? We seriously only known each other like and actually been having private conversations for 12 days. That's fucking absurd.
Hold on, let's see here. Yeah, I think so. I mean, no, I mean, I was in your stream before that.
Well, yeah, no, you were in my stream before that, and oh well, I guess that counts.
Like,
But,
well, the way
we had been liking each other's shit on Twitter for a while, but that doesn't really count.
I mean, I did follow you because you were a streamer, a fellow streamer. You seem to be about the same level streaming I am, so it's like
manic and gay, also that.
Yes, I'm also manic and gay. Yes.
Exactly, same energy.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing is like, oh, when we hung out, it was just like it was like I just explained when you walked away that we hung out and like it was like instant like who cares about the movie? We're talking for 5 hours. The very first time we ever hung out, and so it was like that's friends right there. That's it. That's like called new friend energy, by the way. It's intoxicating.
So does that? Yeah, it totally is. Does that abbreviation mean "What's up, guys? Good evening"? Because that's how I'm reading that. But well, Trey, you're still allowed, even though there are many gays here. We accept the non-gays as well. Nothing wrong with that.
Oh, straight people, gross. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Yeah. This is one of those things where I thought up the joke later and I feel a little bit bad because Nulgar's not here, but Nulgar had said that he likes girls in plaid flannel because I was wearing my flannel shirt, and later on I thought about an amusing response being
oh, great.
Like, yeah, but lots of girls wearing flannel might not feel the same way about you. Not because there's anything wrong with you, but a lot of them are gay.
It does seem to be our flag, somehow.
I'm sorry. I am Canadian, so. I guess no, I don't know what you mean by carts, so sorry.
We're gonna have a conversation after stream.
What?
Nothing. No. Nothing to worry about right now.
I'm confused now.
Good.
It's just not hard. So right, I need to not be drinking the booze every time I'm thirsty because I've been thirsty a lot. And, that's a bad idea.
That's a good way to get really drunk.
Yeah, we don't want to do that. Not that crazy.
Oh my god, that's brilliant.
No,
sorry. While you were gone, I was eating some M&Ms because my blood sugar was dropping. So. No, Taj, bruh, we're live streaming about other shit. Like, chill the fuck out. I'm gonna be rude here. I'm not nice. I'm kind. I'm not nice. There's a difference.
Fair, I do. Yeah.
You're much kinder than I am.
Maybe I shouldn't be sometimes though.
I don't know. Like I said, it's okay.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind having someone to be rude for me. That's always nice. Well, I mean, it depends.
I'm not rude. I'm not rude. I'm blunt.
Right. Rude is the wrong word.
I'm blunt.
Yes.
I don't intend to harm with my words. I'm just
fair.
To the point.
Yes.
I apologize if I hurt feelings. I feel bad about hurting feelings.
Very fair correction.
And if I hurt your feelings, I will apologize profusely and feel bad for like 2 weeks. So, trust me, I'm not. Yeah. I have remorse. I swear. So yeah. A little hurt though. Oh well, you'll be all right. You're a grown adult, I hope. Otherwise, you get banned.
My friend, I have said no several times. I do not know what else I can say.
All right. This is what's gonna happen.
Okay, that's fair.
This is how we're gonna do this. Homie don't fuck around. That's me. I'm homie in this case. I'm having streamed a lot. I'd say you get used to how you red flags talk. You can tell when someone's in here and they immediately start. They're not intent. The way they talk, you immediately know your red flags raised. You're like,
right.
That's me. Like, I mean, I'm trained for my brain because I've dealt with this shit my whole life. So
Yeah, like I think that that's kind of like for me the most value in a mod is just it's not so much about putting your foot down. Hey Trey, welcome back. Um it's not so much about putting your foot down, it's more about like having that experience because I have not been here that long.
It's
So,
fine, and I didn't want to be rude, and so I was
no, I
trying
don't think
very
you
select
were.
my words very carefully. I'm like, yeah,
Right.
I just you get used to seeing certain people's way of speaking. You're like, oh, and then they call you bro, and I'm clearly not a bro, so I'm gonna ban him out of my chat now because he showed up to my chat to get banned.
I saw.
By the way, here's a tip: if you get banned by someone, going to their DMs is a good way with a new account. Is just a good way to get blocked again. It's so
Um,
silly.
by the way, Trey, thank you very much for the follow, Neko Princess.
Yay!
Your comment about Pride in the 80s got a little bit buried in chat, and now I don't know exactly what you were referring to, but if we would
Oh,
want to go back to being talking about being gay and stuff, I'm down.
okay. So Trey said, yes, it's because you're usually consuming drinks faster than normal when you're partying. And in the 80s, that was not the case. Pride. I don't think. Well, yeah. What is that reply?
Yeah, that was in response to something you
Yeah.
said, and I don't remember what it was because I
Oh,
don't.
what the
I'm sorry.
fuck's wrong with me? You got banned in another chat again, bro. Bruh. How'd it feel? Banned again.
Mhm. Well, yes, I put the danger tags on today too, right?
Oh,
So
you did. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to cause this.
no, it's you didn't make me put the tags up. It's just like so with the gaming tags, you pick a game and it just gives you a bunch of tags related to the game, and that's great. Uh, but with just chatting, it like just tags IRL in your language. So I
Yep.
wanted to put ADHD and LGBTQIA in because we're having a conversation, so it makes sense to be like, hey, this is the kind of conversation we're
Two
having.
gays
So,
are having a conversation. Please come. Two queers.
um,
Excuse me. Wrong. Wrong term in this case.
yeah. So okay,
Um.
interesting. I can't be surprised that Pride
Oh.
was not
Yeah.
welcoming to
Well.
straight people in the '80s because the '80s was a really crazy dark time, or at least
Now
it was at
it's
period.
people
So,
accept that there are straight people who question or who are truly allies who just want to be their support
and
and
that's the thing
yeah.
is
But yeah, back then it
now
was a
it
little
makes
rough.
sense because exactly there's always going to be people that seem straight that aren't, and
Yeah.
and like people's
It's true.
parents should be able to come and support them if that's what they want, and
Absolutely.
your friends and all that. So like yeah, I totally support Pride being inclusive. Maybe not like obviously you're not going to have like floats for the straight people, but of course they should be welcome to be there and celebrate with their friends and stuff, right? So yeah, but yeah, like I don't know, I also wasn't there in the 80s, so I don't want to speak too much about like what people would have been thinking because I don't really know,
I
right?
didn't
So
even understand my queerness because I didn't have an understanding of my gender until I was like in my 30s. 20 I was actually 27 I think when I finally decided that someday I would transition and then didn't tell anybody because I was afraid everyone would reject me and then
right.
now I'm here, none of those friends are in my life anymore, so it worked out anyway. But I came out when I was 37 instead, which I wish I'd done it. I wish I was brave because I probably would have done it at 27. But I've never been like someone came in my chat and says it's so brave you to be out, and I was like, I've never been brave my entire fucking life. I've always just been back in
Right.
a corner and just do a response. That's what works.
Yeah.
And so,
Yeah, I think especially with gender, can take a really long time, or like Neko Princess, even just having someone
mm-hmm.
that was putting some sort of pressure on you be gone, that yeah, it can kind of give you that space to
Mm-hmm.
finally look at it and examine that, ask that question, and then find the answer to it. But yeah,
And
it's really difficult.
you don't and like in being it's interesting because like I never like being an older trans person, you just feel like you were left, like you started too late, right? But
Right.
I got a message from a very nice person who were mutuals on Twitter, and they were like, "Hi, I just wanted to say something nice because you were like, not having a fun time because sometimes I post some sad shit. You know, it happens. And so they messaged me and they were like, I just want you to know that like every fucking post is an inspiration because you don't see like because I was older than them, and so
Right.
like I guess the fact that I was still here inspired them, and I never even thought about it. Like it was just like I was like my brain exploded. It's like what? I inspire people? Me, this giant shipwreck of a human?
Right? But yeah, no, like that's the whole thing, right? That's why I'm being open on the internet about who I am and the experiences I've had because like I know already that people have been like, "Oh shit, that's me." From things that I've said and like I wouldn't have figured out that I had ADHD if I didn't have people going, "Oh, hey, this is what it is," and "Oh shit, this is what I am," and right? So
And
like I never would have even thought. I just thought I sucked, right?
well, I mean, I had that
So
same problem. I didn't really understand. Like I got diagnosed with ADHD as a kid. My parents brought me home and then didn't even bother like to learn how to raise an ADHD kid, and so just treat me like I should be normal, but I'm not
right.
normal
Yeah.
by from their perspective, and so I had a lot of self-loathing traits I didn't realize were self-loathing traits. I just thought that was just like a that's how people were when they had ADHD. No, it's all because of how I was like badly raised and learning how
Now,
to
now you've done it, Elise. You've got Trey in supportive mode.
uh and so like uh uh like understanding that your brain does these things means at least in the post that after the storm in the brain ends and you can think clearly again, you can go, okay, I see what happened, and then like eventually doing that, it's like, but you don't know what to do that unless you know what to do with ADHD. So it wasn't until like I was like
Right.
35 until I even figured out that was that like the things afforded to me in life were insufficient in some ways for someone with ADHD.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
Right. By the way, all of the shifting and weird faces I've been making. So my jaw did a super fun EDS weird pop, so
whew,
everything's a little funky right now. So I'm just,
I'm so
letting
sorry.
the pain out. It's again, this is me being open about things,
Yeah,
right? This is my life.
my
So
my
but I'm also
jaw.
I'm
Has,
slouching and I need to stop slouching.
I just sat up for the same reason. You were slouching. I was about to say something, but you were talking, and I was waiting.
Yeah,
My
well there
jaw
you
has
go.
TMJ, so it pops similarly, but not in the same ways, and it hurts, but
Well,
not in the same ways I'm
I
told. So.
yeah, like I have TMJ, that's what it is, but it's
Oh.
caused by the
Oh.
EDS, right? So yeah.
And then like
Hooray!
I don't have EDS. I just have some joints that have been fucked up to the point where they hyperextend in ways they're not really supposed to. So.
Right, it's damage, it's not
Yeah.
genetic. Yeah.
Precisely.
Yeah, no, I
Aw,
honestly,
thank you,
Trey,
Nico.
I
Sorry.
completely appreciate you kicking our butts when we're negative.
That is a
uh
really sweet thing
we,
to say. Wow.
uh aw.
Damn.
but yeah, so no, it's something I'm trying to stop. I'm trying to stop talking like that. And like sometimes like I had this whole conversation with
Oh,
Elise
right.
off camera the other day, but like I was talking about how I don't really consider saying that I'm dumb to be like talking down to
It's
myself
context. Yeah.
yeah, like it depends on context and it's
Mm-hmm.
jokey and sure whatever, but also I don't necessarily feel like someone if someone is genuinely dumb that makes them any less of a person. Like it's just who they
Right.
are
Exactly.
and they're like dumb in one way and not in another or whatever. It doesn't matter. So like I don't necessarily feel like it's a huge insult to anyone. So then I don't
I
really feel like it's a big deal for me. But all of the rest of it, like, yeah,
I was a
I
gifted
don't want to talk
child.
like that.
I know I'm smart. It's like,
Right.
am I the
Well,
smartest? No, but I'm smart enough to know that I'm not the smartest. That's the key.
well, and like that's the thing too is like I do regularly watch YouTube videos about like high concept astrophysics. So like I'm not dumb.
No. Oh,
But in some contexts, I do dumb things, and so I say I'm dumb.
uh,
So like I'm
but
not good at everything. I feel like I'm just
oh yeah.
acknowledging that I'm not good at everything. So to me, that's fine.
Are you familiar with the YouTube channel How to ADHD?
Yes, also just one quick aside, Trey, I also give advice that I don't take. So
Oh yeah,
we're
me
both
too.
hypocrites. Everyone is.
Everyone
Yeah.
is. It's human trait actually.
Yeah.
It's really hard to see yourself without
Yeah.
copious amounts
Anyway,
of
sorry, you were
cannabis.
going to talk about how to
Oh,
ADHD
I was just
someone
wondering if
new.
you'd seen it because it's not. I was going to introduce you to like everyone
Right.
I know. I introduced to Jessica. Her
Yeah.
channel's awesome.
Yeah, she's got a lot of really good information out there, whether you have it or whether you just know someone who has ADHD. So,
Oh my god, I recommend to
uh,
everybody. Like, oh, you want to know what it's like here? Just watch every video on this channel. You'll
yeah,
understand.
I
I
can't
have
remember if
severe
she
ADHD,
already
so.
I can't remember if she already knew about it or if I introduced it to her, but my girlfriend was watching How to ADHD, and there was one that was like the ADHD friendly house tour where we had a little laugh about it because it's just like really expensive stuff, right? Like
Yep.
it's just not accessible at all. So it's like, well, that's a nice idea, but no. But whatever, that just kind of happens when you are successful on YouTube and you have these things that are obviously making your life better and you want people
Yes.
to know about
She makes
that.
money.
So yeah, and I don't resent her for making money. I just also
I
can't
do.
do the things.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
So,
Uh, I don't resent her. An ADHD person's house looks like a clutter unless you know unless you're the ADHD person, and then everything's got a place.
right.
I mean,
So,
like I just have piles of action figures here because they have a place. I haven't put them yet. This was a display thing, but it's a cloth bottom, so everything kept falling over. So I just started
buddy.
piling things there as my movie watch pile kept getting too big for one shelf. There's movies here, movies there. There's five shelves, I think. But yeah. Uh, so ADHDs, those have a place. I know where the place is. I just haven't gotten the will to put them in their place yet. That's an
Oh,
entire
they
house
feel
of that.
They really do. And so Neko, I think with underthinking, I like and acting on instinct is like really good though. So even if it steers you wrong sometimes, I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. Like, because I overthink everything, and I think that's both the ADHD and the anxiety because my brain moves a mile a minute, and I'm
Yep.
worried about everything. Um, but it makes me like not do things, and I'll like sit there thinking about, oh, I should do this thing. I think maybe is that the right thing to do for like half an hour, and then I'll do the thing, and I'll be like, oh yeah, that was the right thing to do, and I should have just done it as soon as I thought of it. So I don't know, like there's definitely pros and cons to both things, and that definitely makes me do dumb things sometimes. So it's just a balance, and it's a spectrum, right? So that's context driven and experience too. So it's a queen of acronyms, yes.
Yes. ADHD, ASD, CPTSD, excuse me, and ID and TBI and IDK. I don't know.
I should probably look into like a diagnosis for CPTSD because it's definitely there, but yeah, so
I mean, like, yeah. Oh, and I have IBS. Thank you. I actually do have that too. Yes, we have had long, riveting conversations about our digestive tracts. Just to be fair.
riveting, yes.
Well, it's riveting to us because we were talking about it for
No,
like
hey,
25 minutes.
yeah, relatable is good, right? So,
Yeah, absolutely.
mm.
Rick Green, never heard of him.
Yeah, I was gonna say, do I know Rick Green? I don't think so.
I know Red Green.
Yeah, I know. I was like that as soon as the green just brings red green to mind. So yeah, obviously.
My
I
friend,
don't remember what his real first name is.
my friend and former roommate in film school, his name was Tony, and like he was from Iowa, Iowa State, yeah, Iowa, and like he said the only thing that was interesting in Iowa is the Canadian imports. And he's like he learned all about.
Iowa is like deeply boring, isn't it?
Yeah, it's basically Canada Junior.
Okay, now I have to Google him.
It's deeply boring. Yes, thank you. That's a perfect way to explain that. He wrote to this band Manowar and got them to come to Iowa to play, which is pretty impressive. But like, yeah, like he grew up watching Red Green, and so in film school he introduced me to Red Green, which is how I know about this random Canadian television show that's very rarely shown here. I think some episodes show on PBS in some regions, but like where from California, man, we had like ECW wrestling from New York or Philadelphia or whatever, and like weird evangelical guys at 3 in the morning. Oh, and what was the other one? Girls Gone Wild advertisements. Those are always on.
You, Trey, you read my mind. I found some weird other things too, because I guess he shares a fairly common name. But I
Who's
found his
on Red
Wikipedia
Green?
page,
Interesting.
and I was like, okay, yes, he's familiar, but I don't remember which guy he was. And then I come back and you're like, hey, he was Bill, so thank you. Yes. um, but yeah,
Hi,
sounds
kitty.
interesting. I'll have to look into him more.
Sherlocky Lock.
ADD, I guess.
Hello, babies. Hi.
Kitty. So yeah, I really wanted to drag a cat down here, but Lily's in a box on top of a shelf, and Pabu is curled up on the bed, and I feel bad. I can't do it. I can't bring myself to grab the cat. I'm sorry. I want to, but
this bundle of trouble.
Elise has cat.
This bundle of trouble jumps up on the cabinet in the bathroom where she is too high for her to get. So she gets up there by jumping on the small ledge that she can jump from the ledge to the cabinet, but can't jump down. There's not enough room, so she can't actually get down from the room. So she'll just sit there and just meow, 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 and she did it for like 40 minutes once because I was doing something, and like I'm like, what do you want? Oh, you're up there. You can get down. And I walked away, and she meowing still. Like, okay, I gotta get this fucking cat down. She refuses to come down. So I went and rescued her, but I wrenched my shoulder doing that. So that's this fucking trouble ass cat. I love her so much, but she's trouble. I actually should have named her Trouble. She has like 9 names, but none of them are Trouble, and it should have been.
Right. Oh, also, I don't know if anyone here was here the other day with the cat toy, but I fixed the cat toy, so next time there's a cat around.
I wasn't here for the cat toy.
I missed one of your streams. I bought a dollar store cat toy, and it's a tier with that traps the balls in, and then the balls they can bat them around.
Oh yeah, I saw the photo of the box.
Yeah, the bottom piece and the middle piece weren't snapping together, so I ended up just leaning on it really hard until they did, because dollar store. So
that works.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, that was the day where our streams overlapped about 3 hours. You started an hour before me, and I was on like 2 hours after you, something like that. Yeah.
Trey, I will send that to myself for
Prisoners of Gravity. I like Prisoners of Gravity.
There you go.
The internet introduced me to Prisoners of Gravity like a long time ago. A bunch of episodes are on YouTube, actually. It's a nerd show. It's good stuff.
I mean, nerd show sounds right up my alley. So,
there was also the Sci-Fi Channel show in the 90s when it had like Harlan Ellison, and he would come on and have a little monologue about something that annoyed him that week, and it was like...
Right.
And there was a bunch of like segments about different like books and movies and shows that are coming out. I can't remember what that was called. Oh, that's Rick Green. Oh, that's Rick Green. Okay. Prisoners of Gravity is Rick Green.
That shoulder crack was audible. I kind of hope not.
I didn't hear it.
Okay, good. Because it was crunchy.
I can't even do that with my arms anymore. My right arm doesn't fold the way it used to, so I can't actually.
Oh well.
I can't I have to struggle to get this back here at all. But I used to be able to clasp my hands like this behind my back. So.
Yeah, I mean, I can do way more with my shoulders than most people can, and it's not really a good thing.
No, it's from the ADS, right?
Yeah, exactly. So.
Is that gonna make? Ouch. So wait, is that the one that makes your skeleton?
I will eventually shrivel up and die. Yeah.
Yeah, it turns into a calcified mummy, essentially. Rude. Sorry.
Kinda.
Sorry, that was really rude. My brain just said that, and I shouldn't have.
You're not wrong.
No, but it was rude. It was rude, and I apologize.
Honestly, it was kind of the imagery I was going to go for myself. Don't worry about it. You're fine.
Yes, but you're allowed to, and I'm not. There's a difference here. My brain just spat it out. I'm so impulsive.
There's like 13 different types.
Oh, I have no idea about that.
And then there's also a scale of severity too. So I don't know how doomed I am to calcify.
Or when that happens. I mean, you could be like 70 when it happens. And at that point, you're like, hey, I made it to 70.
Like, already my flexibility is much less than it used to be. But it's
fair enough. I was trying to be nice. Damn it.
No, but you're still not wrong. Like, I'm not, like, super impeded in my actual range of motion. So,
you mentioned it, I don't know when, but I did look it up, and I did read a wiki, so I definitely know as much as a doctor. No, I'm kidding.
Wiki?
I read the Wikipedia. Yeah, the wiki.
Oh,
wiki, whatever.
Wiki.
It doesn't matter.
It was cute. I liked it.
I'm sorry.
No. That reminded me of a thing, and it's no big deal, but I found out this summer that in French, the word picnic, or at least in Duolingo fridge.
Yeah.
It's picnic.
That's cute.
And it's adorable. It's a
I'm waiting for my face to stop burning.
Oh, why is your face burning?
You called me cute.
Oh.
I'm a potato.
That's pretty adorable.
No!
You're allowed to blush on camera, nerd.
No! I am embarrassed about that.
Well, don't worry, I'll get all red from the booze even if you don't manage to make me blush, which you might, because, yep.
Well, what is my reaction supposed to be when pretty girl says I'm cute/adorable? Like, it's not something that happens on a regular basis to me, okay?
Well, maybe it should.
I agree, but, like, society doesn't view me as beautiful because I don't have the markers of beautiful woman, and so I am not conventionally pretty, and so I don't hear it on a regular basis,
I don't think I have heard of or read Medea Harlan's World before. It immediately brings to mind the fact that I've seen the stage play Medea, the Greek one.
Not the Tyler Perry one, yeah.
Yes.
I've avoided those movies. They look uncomfortable for me to watch. Like comedy I'm not going to connect with. Like, it doesn't. None of the jokes in the commercial and the trailers make me laugh, and that's a sign that none of the jokes in the movie are kind of like they usually choose the best jokes in the trailers. So, yeah.
You are right, Trey. Pretty is on the inside, and it doesn't matter how pretty the outside
that
is.
is true.
The inside's ugly. It's not
good.
good.
I 100% feel that. I understand. I feel that, and that's how I view people, right? I was gonna say, like, those Tyler Perry movies give me the same vibe I get from like the fucking like Larry the Cable Guy movies. Like, they don't necessarily they're funny to somebody, just not me.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair.
Like, I don't know.
Totally fair. Also, same on Larry the Cable Guy. Like, I understand the appeal, but like,
but why?
right? Yeah, like, I'd just rather watch other things. There's nothing wrong with them.
Same.
No beef. But,
my parents were all about those redneck comedy tour guys, which is fine. Like, they were fans of them before they became those guys. But yeah.
My first boyfriend's family loved that shit. So
yeah.
I will watch it after stream so as not to stream the sound, but yes, you can post a video.
So, interesting of note, my introduction to Harlan Ellison was actually through a comic book called Dream Corridor, which is when he edited, and a lot of the stories were based on his stories. Some of the stories were based on his stories. They have a trade paperback collected also, but like, I didn't know who he was until I read the first issue of that, and then it had like a description of who he was in the back or whatever, and I was like, oh, that's the guy who's yelling at me on the Sci-Fi Channel every weekend. Okay.
Okay. Well, how young do you think I am? Of course I know that song. But yes, that is a good song.
She ain't pretty?
Yeah, she ain't pretty. She just looks that way. Yeah.
Northern Pikes. I've actually never heard this song.
Really? I'm
surprised. Canadian band, the Northern Pikes. Okay.
Oh.
I know, like, I make jokes.
Canadian.
I know, I make jokes, but like, I also know who the fuck the Tragically Hip is. So, I do know some Canadian culture.
Hip is like Canada's band. Like,
I know.
Doesn't everybody know the Tragically Hip? They're massive.
I made it. No, they don't. Most people in America know no idea who the fuck they are, except they did that one.
Really?
They have one music video that made it over here. One.
Fingers and Toes? Or no, which one is it?
Let's see here. Tragic.
Fingers and Toes is my favorite.
I gotta look it up because I couldn't remember. Bob. No, that's not right. Is that right? No.
Sorry, Elise.
I'm sorry. I'm not good at like. I don't remember what this. They had one. I don't remember. Okay, I just don't remember. Maybe it was Fingers and Toes. I don't.
Probably not. I don't. Fingers and Toes isn't one of the really big ones. It's just the one that I think of immediately because I really like it.
But I read a dumb tweet.
Yeah.
Was the Tragically Hip ever that hip, or was that the tragedy? No one got it, and then no one got the joke because it's just a joke on their name. And then so I said, "Not a banger," which is a second joke that no one else got either. Because songs are bangers. Yeah. God damn it! Like, I'm like, whatever. I'm not funny. I get it, but like, can't you at least give a courtesy like?
So, Trey, Elise and I were talking about music the other day, and she knows Great Big Sea. out of all things, she recognized a song that I played by Great Big Sea. Like when I can't get down slash yeah, when I get up, yeah, whatever, that one, which is very popular, or at least it was in Canada, but yeah.
The Great Big Sea. Now I've already blanked
Yeah,
on
they
who the
weren't
fuck's
just
Great Big
were
Sea.
Tragically Hip. That's right. My ex
Great
hated Tragically Hip, so that should have
Big
been a red
Sea.
flag, right?
Great Big Sea? I'm totally blanking already.
Yeah.
No, yes,
Alan Doyle
yes.
is
It's one of those songs that like I remember because the music
yes,
video.
it's a banger.
It had a music video that I remember.
Yes,
Okay,
it was good.
and so like that's when I think of that song. It's literally I have to go go to YouTube and go, oh right, that song I remember. Like it, that's the trigger part for the memory because my
Yeah,
memory.
no, for sure. My face is gonna hurt from smiling at the end of this.
Good.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I guess a good reason for my face to hurt, considering my face.
That makes me feel good as a friend because that means I'm doing a good job as a friend.
Yeah, so my sister keeps buying Alan Doyle's books for my dad, and I haven't. Well,
Who's that?
I think like she, the singer from Great Big Sea.
Okay, thank you. I don't.
Solo artist and a writer now as well.
Okay.
So, but yeah, she reads them, loves them, and then buys dad a copy. So I haven't gotten to read them yet, but I do really want to. They're definitely on my list. I don't really read a lot of nonfiction. Normally, I like to escape into fantasy or sci-fi wonderful worlds. But yeah, every now and then I like to read something, so it'd be a good one.
I also my ex used to like my ex was Canadian, so she was super into like Canadian pop music, and so I know some bits and bobs that'll just pop out of nowhere.
Nelly Furtado.
She's
Shania
awesome.
Twain.
She's awesome.
Sure, whatever. I mean, I used to be into both of them, so.
Celine Dion, like no one talks shit about Celine.
Confession. Hey, so Celine has a few really good songs, and then the rest of it is extremely not my thing.
It's extremely Karen.
Kinda, yeah.
I don't mean to be rude to Celine. She's a wonderful person, I'm sure. Maybe.
Yeah, no. Well, she's got a great sense of humor. Has had a very strange life, but yeah.
I can't even imagine being famous in any way. So yeah, I can imagine being famous for 30 years, being like, make things weird, and growing up. But yes, those two combined, I bet she's had a very weird life. Sorry, I didn't keep interrupting you.
I have occasionally enjoyed a Bieber song, but also I know that he doesn't write all of his songs, so that doesn't necessarily mean anything. Because that doesn't mean it would be best performed by him, and that doesn't mean I wouldn't like it if someone else performed it. But yeah, so Bad Canadian Confession, I don't like Rush. I don't like Geddy Lee's voice.
What?
I'm sorry. I don't.
What?
His voice annoys me, which is kind of funny because I love Billy Talent, which is obviously a very different sounding voice, but it's the same, like, the voice is either love it or hate it, right? But I just don't like his voice, I'm sorry. Like, Tom Sawyer is a fantastic song, but I just can't stand his voice.
Really? Okay, so in high school, you just triggered a memory. In high school, I had a cassette player, because I was still there of cassette players. Not really. I was just poor, so I couldn't afford a CD player.
And it's fine.
I didn't have a Walkman, like a CD player, for another like year or two, but I had this greatest hits of the '80s, and Tom Sawyer was on that. And good God, that song, the voice, whatever, you can have an opinion about that. I understand, but the guitar playing in that's actually incredible.
It is an incredible piece of music.
I have to say that
Geddy
Lee's voice is definitely something that isn't everyone's cup of tea, though. So I understand.
Yeah,
entirely.
Well, and like that's the thing is pretty much everyone who's ever said that they don't like Rush is either the very contrived it's nerd music or
whatever.
I don't like Geddy Lee's voice. And the first one is stupid, the second one I get.
I mean, yeah. I mean, there are bands I don't listen to because I'm like, I don't like the singer. That's it. That's it. You know, we're done.
It's personal. But yeah. But
Bieber screw him.
I also don't watch hockey. So.
Yay! Finally, I met a Canadian who doesn't watch hockey. Yay me!
Yeah.
Finally.
We're occasionally hard to find. It's kind of funny though because like every time
I don't do any sports ball.
Sometimes when the Jets do well, they actually fly the Jets over the city, so that's kind of fun. And I'm like, oh hey, the Jets did a thing. Neat.
I don't watch any sports ball.
Fun.
I only like imitation sports. Like pro wrestling for anyone who didn't get the joke.
I used to like play a lot of sports, Before I got diagnosed with Graves' disease, my heart rate was just all over the place, and I couldn't run anymore. But yes, Trey, I will totally give to you that Rush are amazing musicians that have great lyrics. Completely agreed. I just unfortunately can't listen to it.
So is Graves' disease different from? Is that the heart thing? Is that different from some
Graves'
EDS?
disease is hyperthyroidism. So the opposite of
Oh,
hypo,
got it.
but yeah, it like cranks up your metabolism
Hmm.
and yeah. So I used to watch F1 races with my family. So that was kind of fun.
I was into the
We didn't
GT
play a
League,
lot of
which
sports.
after Gran Turismo, I got into like GT League, which is like
Mhm.
European like Gran
Right.
Turismo cars and stuff. Not like we all have the
Yeah, like
same car. I that stuff always bored
right.
me. I like there was no variation to the
I
car.
I really like what I haven't watched one in a long time because I don't have cable, right? So I don't have live TV. Um, but I love rallies.
Oh
Like
yeah, that's
like
fun.
there's a yearly rally out in like the Maritimes, I think. That's really cool, and my parents have friends that have done it a few times, so it was always really interesting to watch when we knew someone in the race. But
That's
yeah,
cool.
rally racing is super fucking cool to watch. I just haven't watched it in a really long time. And yeah, so like I don't actually have any
Thanks for
beef
the
with
follow.
sports. I don't have live TV and I
Same.
don't really care.
Yeah.
So no, like I'm not gonna be someone that's like sports is a waste of time and you're stupid for liking it. If you talk sports at me, it will go whoosh straight over my head. Although apparently the Winnipeg Blue Bombers won the Grey Cup and we don't do that very often. So congrats to them because I got to see fireworks because of it. So thanks, guys.
I mean, like I watched. I love like racing's like one of those things. Like I love racing games. I love the idea of racing as competition because it's purely skill. It's
Hmm.
like it's a reaction time plus skill plus rote memory of like the tracks.
Car matters too, but yeah.
Would you say on the car? Yes, to a point.
Yes.
I've seen
Well,
some
yeah, I mean, it
cars
depends
beats.
on the
Yeah.
usually there's regulations to keep everyone in roughly the same class. So,
Yeah, yeah. I mean, like I've seen some impressive things. You're like that car should no way beat that car, but it did because of better driving. And just, so like that's
yeah,
what I love about
absolutely.
racing is that it can always just come down to just the driver, and that's
Yeah.
pretty fucking cool. I just like
And yeah,
GT
the cars aren't
racing.
equal in F1 either. I
I like
completely.
GT better just because it's just or like you said like a rally stuff because it's different. There are very shapes of the cars and stuff, and it
See, I
feels
think
you know.
it's interesting that you're talking about skill though, because aside from the like Mercedes and Ferrari, the main teams who have clearly have car and money advantages, and I like
In
those might not
Nismo.
even be the biggest ones right now. It's been
Yeah.
a long time since I watched F1. But
Oh yeah,
uh
F1 different.
but that is probably the league where the cars are most similar, and it really does just come down to skill.
Yeah, yeah.
Aside from a few outliers, so
But there's just not
Honda, I can see that being big right now.
there's just
Yeah,
not a
for
variation in the
summer
car
racing.
design, and my brain turns zooms it
Yeah,
up,
I mean, I
and
guess
so it's like I
it's
appreciate it on a deeply personal level. I'm sorry for interrupting you.
no, that's and it's totally fine. Like, obviously I'm not trying to convince you to like it, but yeah,
No,
like
okay, that's true.
I think the cars are differently colored enough that it like gave my
I,
brain enough candy.
hey, that's cool. That's cool. I love rally stuff though. That stuff's good. You ever seen
Yeah,
a Pikes
rally
Peak?
stuff is a completely different thing.
Have you ever seen Pikes Peak Hill Climb?
I have no idea. I
Oh,
It's
it's
been so
basically a
long.
rally event, but it's good. Pikes Peak is I believe in Colorado. It's a very steep road, and I
Right.
do races up it with some cars, and not every car makes it. Lots of cars
Yeah.
overheat and break
Yeah,
down.
yeah, that definitely could see that. As long as hopefully none are flipping backwards down the hill. That as long as we're not doing that.
So yeah, like I've played lots of indie race games, so like I had like no problem with it. It's
Ooh,
just I can't watch. It's like watching it
okay,
is kind of can easily bore me. Not
right,
any fault of the content.
right. So another thing, so I have watched this in person, which is extremely cool, but also it's
Ooh.
very fucking cold. So
Oh, I bet.
ice racing.
Ice racing. What?
Ice racing is really cool. So yeah, so basically there is an organization called the Winnipeg Sports Car Club, and my I think my dad might have been straight up president of it at one point, but either way, my
Wow.
mom was the director of autocross for a while. And then, so a lot of the people who did autocross also did ice racing in the winter when we weren't doing autocross. And so, yeah, we'd have a
What's
frozen over
autocross?
pond. I'll do ice racing and then autocross.
Okay, cool, excellent.
But so yeah, the ice racing, you have a frozen over pond, and you have something like blendered beets and ketchup or something, so that it really sinks down into the ice to mark where the cones that mark the track are going to be, and then people have spiked tires. They fucking tear around, and it's really, really cool. And
Wow.
there's like sprays of ice out the back of the cars, and it's just really cool to watch. So
The
yeah,
Long
I don't
Way
know,
movie?
it's
No.
awesome, but it's extremely cold to watch.
And
So yeah.
Trey, I have not watched any of the Long Way movies or shows, but I'm
Oh,
familiar with
yes,
them.
I have.
Those are on my
Uh,
list of things to watch because McGregor is awesome. I don't know his
Yeah,
names offhand.
I don't remember if I watched the whole series or not, but my parents were watching it when I still lived at home, or maybe the second time I lived there. Well, my house was being built. I don't remember when it came out, but yeah, I've watched a bunch of them, and it was just really, really fascinating stuff. So super interesting. My dad actually ended up buying a bike like that he's never actually ridden because he kind of bought it as a screw you fear after his motorcycle accident. But yeah, I mean, it's still
It's
difficult for him. Like, it was a really traumatic accident, and he like
sorry to hear that.
almost lost his leg. So
I'm glad he's okay.
don't blame him for not riding anymore. But
Nope.
yeah,
I'm glad he's
but
okay.
yeah, my
'cause that
parents got
shit's
big
rough.
into motorcycles for a while, and that was part of it.
So it's
Yeah,
autocross.
Ewan McGregor is.
Oh, sorry.
My favorite thing about Ewan McGregor, sorry, this is a complete tangent, but my favorite thing about him as he's getting older is that he's just decided to be a villain
Yeah, right.
instead of the leading romantic interest. And I love it. I love
I
it for
find-
him. We
and I
love
find
you,
him-
Ewan.
I find him endlessly charming, even when he's being an evil prick.
Sorry to hear that, Trey.
You know?
Yeah, like in Harley Quinn and
Yeah, as
or
Adonis.
adaptation of Harley Quinn.
Not Adonis. What's his name? Something.
Uh,
Sedonis. Adrian Sedonis. That's his name. The Black Mask.
Roman.
Roman. Who's Adrian?
Yeah.
Is that his...
I don't know. I don't
Anyway.
remember.
I just
But yeah,
watched this
I
literally 3 weeks ago. I think I
recently
remember that.
Rewatched it too. It's a really good movie. I love
It
it.
is. It's
But
great.
yeah, he's a very cool dude as a villain. I like it. But yeah, the face peeling is a bit much, but
That is entirely not something he does in the comics, really.
really?
Yeah, and Zaz, the way they did Zaz in that, I have big problems with because that's not how he marks his body. When Zaz kills someone, he puts a tally mark on his body, and his whole body is covered with tally marks. And so he's true, and so like the point is he's a serial killer who's killed a lot of people. And the way they
There weren't enough or whatever.
no, they're like
Too
weird.
big and-
They were more like self-harm scars, and it's more like
Right.
he had that was his coping mechanism more than like, and it doesn't. That's why it was like I think it was wrong for the character, but I don't hate it because it's not. It's just an alternate universe, you know.
Also, Trey, I'm not sure that you hijacked the chat so much as there's just less chat when we're already talking over each other, other than being able to comment on whatever game I'm playing or whatever. So.
We're
Hijack away, my friend.
This
I have
is-
no beef with you being part of our conversation.
we
And
called
everyone
this.
else too,
We
but
called it the extremely neurodivergent happy fun time hour because one, we knew it was gonna be more than an hour because
I mean, it
ADHD.
was always going to be more than an hour
Yeah.
because I stream for 3 usually, but yeah.
Yeah, same. Usually do 4 myself. And then, on top of it, we're both heavily ADHD. Clearly, there's about the same energy here because we're just blah, 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 and I keep interrupting you. I do apologize. I feel really bad about it. And I don't want to annoy you. I'm just like,
You're not annoying me, but
Okay.
like I'm also not going to be like, yeah, if you want to like work on it, that's fine, but I'm not mad at you.
it's not
Yeah.
something I will be able to
Also,
control
yeah,
to
Elise,
some degree.
I don't know if you noticed that Trey is also in the ADHD gang. So yeah, we're having a good time here.
It's all good.
But yeah, like sometimes.
Hey, your Prime thing showed up.
What?
You're set. It's set up properly. Look.
Oh yeah. No, I've seen it go a few times.
Oh, well,
It's like,
excuse
yay,
me, not paying
sure.
attention for 2 hours. It's 2 hours apparently already. God damn.
Well, yeah, I know, but also you're mostly looking at the chat on my screen, which isn't showing it, so I don't blame you for not noticing.
It's just like, wow, we're just... Time flies.
Of course, time flies. We knew that was gonna happen.
That's true, yes,
This is
yes.
not surprising.
So yeah, yeah. Next time we gotta watch Stardust and try not to not focus on the movie. Try to...
So
To be fair, we
we
already
watched
had the
Santa Jaws,
we now
and we did not really watch the movie because we were having completely unrelated conversations over
yeah.
top of the
So
movie.
we'll have to watch it again.
Yes, honestly, I would because it was actually like higher quality than I expected it to be. Like the
Yeah.
CG was obviously terrible, but like the dialogue was intentionally dorky.
Yes.
Not and like it was very obvious that they were in on the joke, and I enjoyed that.
It was very intelligent for a movie that's really dumb when concept,
Yes.
which is why it works. This is why it works, I think, you know.
Yeah.
And the actors know what they're
Absolutely.
doing, so they're not like it doesn't feel like anyone's super bad acting like they're just acting out the scene. It just happens to be like, you know, not the best writing.
Just
And
silly.
yeah,
Yeah.
they're trying really
I
hard,
like silly. Silly is good. I'm here to have a good time, and that's all that matters.
which
So,
is why I think you'd
well,
enjoy Miami Connection because it's silly like Santa Jaws.
yeah, that's silly. I'm down for recommendations. Welcome back, Trey. Also, you're definitely you're not competing in chat with Gabor and Nilgar like you usually are because those two are in bed like they should be because they're in Europe.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
My chat's not like the most hopping chat, but you know, I'm usually playing a game, so it's okay.
Yeah, we have a good time here. It's all good.
Yeah.
I like our conversations, which is half people teasing me for the dumb shit I'm doing on stream, and I love it. It's a great dynamic.
Hey, I'm glad you have a good sense of humor about it.
Honestly, I don't know why. I don't know if it's recent. I feel like it maybe is. Like, I've just gotten to a point in my life where I actually like am secure enough in who I am and like myself most of the time. So, like, people teasing me, I can really not take it seriously and to heart when it obviously isn't being portrayed seriously, or even when it is. Like, I don't know, it's fun to laugh at yourself. It is.
For
and
me,
if you're comfortable, it's fine.
it's something I've gotten used to in the last couple years, but like for a while there it was real touch and go because I had some quote unquote friends who would do that. Oh, you've got no teeth, haha. Oh, you can't take a joke. That shit.
Joke. No.
Which is not a joke. Which is not. But like
Yeah.
that I had to deal with. So like the teasing, like for a while I couldn't handle it. And I'm like better now,
Yeah, no,
unless I'm
that's
depressed,
terrible.
in which case I'm gonna yell at somebody. But if you came to my chat and tease me, I know you aren't here to hurt me, so it's different. But if some random
The
person comes and
intention is-
tease me, I'm gonna block them because I don't know what their tone. I don't know anything about them. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
that's
100%.
how I have to be.
I mean,
Unfortunately.
I guess I'm not necessarily gonna be quite as harsh right off the top if someone comes in making fun of me because I do very clearly set the tone that razzing me is okay. So
Your name
I
is
might
Raz.
take,
That's
like,
all.
I know, right? Razzing Raz. That was like halfway between thumbs up and finger guns, and that was the most bisexual thing I've done all night.
Oh, there it is. You did almost do finger guns. Damn, you didn't commit though.
Yeah,
You
well,
didn't
but then,
commit. Sorry.
yeah, but yeah, like so maybe sometimes if someone's first comment is to make fun of me, like they get like a second message, and if it's clearly mean spirited, then sure, you're gone.
Context
But,
is
yeah.
everything. You know, if they've been really nice and supportive, and suddenly they'll just make a joke about how bad I'm being. That's funny.
You've stopped
like-
teasing me.
Yeah.
Well, but yeah. So yeah, no, you said that you're down with that. So yeah, exactly the thing. Like I know that you guys that are in my chat like every stream or as often as you can. Like I know that you guys aren't being dicks, but like
It's about context,
yeah,
though.
like yeah, I don't take it to heart because I know it's teasing. And if you don't feel comfortable doing it, totally fine. But definitely you're not gonna like crush my self-esteem.
Oh no,
Because especially if it's like, LOL, you're bad at this game. It's like, oh, honey, I know.
Oh yeah, like duh, of course. The channel used to be called Skim Slip Sucks at Games, which is why when
Yeah.
by the way, I was watching your stream for like probably 3 or 4 streams before I ever said a word. Because I always feel like I feel at the audience. I feel like if I'm gonna be
You gotta read the room.
yeah, I gotta read the room because I don't understand anyone's social cues. I'm autistic as fuck, so I have to learn each chat I go into. Like, okay, these are inside jokes. I'm guessing, like that.
Right,
I'm like,
yeah,
why
that's
would he
supposed
say
to be
that?
inside
She
joke.
laughed. We said something kind of shitty. I'm like, that's supposed to be a joke. Like they must like then you like realize they
Well,
probably know each other to some degree. You know that kind of thing.
Well, and it's hard too, because especially sometimes with women on the internet, they'll laugh even though they're uncomfortable. So sometimes
Yes.
it can be hard to figure that out. But no, like I've clearly said to my chat like multiple times, like, yeah, make fun of me. It's great. Give me some more.
So yeah, like, we've been liking each other's posts on Twitter, and then I started coming to your streams. And I saw you in actually. It's funny. I actually saw you in my chat once. You didn't say anything.
Oh yeah. Hi.
Yeah, it's okay. I saw it. You don't call people out in that because you don't know what they're going through. Maybe they just need a friendly voice, right? So I didn't say, hey, I know you on Twitter, person who hasn't said a thing in my chat. But I did.
Right.
I mean, look. But I look over my chat, and every now and then I'll just see a name. I'm like, I'll see names. That's all. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't actually flip over to the view where I look at all of the users' names very often. So sometimes I don't know, maybe I should be, because I want to welcome everybody, but I also don't want people to feel called out. Like, it's totally cool if you're lurking, obviously, right? Like, lurking doesn't bother me. People
I
having
consider
me on
it
background, that's fine.
It's
so.
an honor because you think about it, someone has chosen you to be the background noise to think they really need to get done. Because neurodivergent people specifically, there's like a whole system, like it's hard to get things done that you need to get done. But if you're hanging out with somebody, it's so much easier to do that thing. And so I have so many times with my friends hung out where they just folded their clothes. So,
Galdwin, I am super... I don't know why. Like,
Let me look. Don't look at me.
This is an insult, but I feel like it makes sense that you lurk. Like, I feel like you're not a super quiet dude, but you choose your moments. So I definitely don't mean that in a bad way. Also, I've known Gald for a long time. It's cool. I drew your gnome. We're cool, dude.
So I need to commission you for my character art then, if you can draw gnomes.
Please commission me. I would love to draw some shit right now. So Gald has done a sketch commission from me of his character too, but I also drew his gnome as a drag queen once. So
that's awesome.
I'm pretty proud.
I love that. That's some cool ass energy. Hi, Goldwin. How are you?
Yeah.
Oh, you're good.
So Gald from the Q, which is where Galgar came from, and yeah. So.
I absolutely I try to frequently thank the people who don't even say anything in my stream because they have chosen me, for whatever reason, to be the background noise while they got something important done. And that's important. You know?
Ooh, Trey, I will absolutely do logos for you. I love doing logos. Logos are my favorite thing. Like, I like doing, like, poster layouts and stuff, too, but I love branding. It is good.
But yeah, so I was going to say, so I watched your streams for, like, a couple weeks, and I noticed you were very good-natured. You're always positive, except for your self-depreciating humor.
Be worse than my mother, Trey.
Ouch.
God
damn.
I'm sorry. Mom is a terrible client. It
does not
matter what I think of her otherwise. Mom is a terrible client.
Look. I'm not judging. I'm just like, damn, that was some bluntness. Fuck. Like, I'm burnt from that, and I'm not your mother.
Oh, you're on Discord too, right? Sorry, I'm talking background.
Yeah. You're fine.
Sorry.
Neurodivergent. We're all good.
Yeah. Overlapping.
But yeah, I sense that you're this, and then I knew you're ADHD. I'm like, wow, she's got a very similar energy to me, and I was like, okay. And then we started talking, and I started talking in chat, and you immediately started we started talking. It was like, this person is cool. I want to be this person's friend. Immediately, I was like, I want to be this person's friend, and that's why I started posting memes to you on Twitter. I was like, hey.
Okay, how do I show off this sketch? That's the question.
Where are you looking at it in?
I mean, right now it's just in photo viewer.
If you can do application capture and choose photo viewer.
I guess I can do that.
Yep.
Oh, right, studio mode. There we go. I can set it up before I actually switch to it because I don't know what the hell.
All right, I'm out of soda now.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I actually bought soda for the first time in like a really long time. Because Christmas. And I'm gonna have
oh my god. In a moment of kindness, my mom bought me a salad.
Ooh, salad is good.
From Harvest Food, which means it's actually a good salad. Since the Safeway salads are kind of bland.
Yeah.
But a salad. I don't need enough veggies.
I'm so smart.
I need more veggies in my life. No, you're neurodivergent. I mean, you are smart, but you're also neurodivergent.
Is it working? Hello?
Hi,
Bueller? What,
hello?
why is like when I'm like waiting for something to respond and like I don't get, why do I say like Bueller? Because like I know it's from that scene, but I don't even like that movie.
Oh, I think the
Why?
movie's okay, but yeah.
Like it's okay, but it's not like a nostalgic thing for me. Like I only watched it like way later. So like
Understood.
why? Okay, you know
Because
what?
it's
Screw this.
it's
I'm
a
just gonna upload it as
meme.
a image.
Because that's why. It's a meme. That's it.
Fair enough. But yeah, I just like I
Did
feel like I
you
don't identify with my own
make
silly
sure?
reference.
Did you make sure your window captures on the very top of the pile so it can be actually seen and not underneath?
No, I made a new scene, so yeah, it would have been, but it was
Fair
just
enough.
being weird. But I'm just gonna.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I'm making this. I do things the hard way, y'all. It's what I do.
Like
It's a skill.
it's super rare. So I was getting at chat. It's like super rare for me to like talk to somebody. Like I was like, hey, we should watch a movie sometime. She was like, okay. And then like 2 days later, my day was like a total shit show. Like everything was going bad, and I just like fuck it. And it's like, do you want to watch a movie tonight? She was like, yeah. So we watched the movie, hung out, talked like we said for a long time, and then like it was like instant friends, which is not a. It's a very rare energy. You don't
It
find that
is
in a lot of people.
called. It is.
And
Um,
so yeah, I'm here until she tells me to get away, go away, because I like instant friends energy. It's good stuff.
Mental furniture is an excellent term. Okay, so here. I don't know what the color is like on this, but here is Galdwina.
What's meant? Okay, it's part of our culture's mental furniture. What is that? What are you referencing? What does that mean? That is amazing, by the way.
I
I
love
love
it.
it.
So I wanted to do all of the WoW races as drag queens, and I only did this one and a Draenei, but oh yes, the Bueller thing is part of our culture's mental furniture.
Oh,
Love
right.
that.
Thank you.
Fabulous.
Thank you.
Okay.
This is actually that's a good point. Yeah, it's a
Anyway,
very good point. I just didn't understand the context because it's 15-second delay from here minimum to you. Though if you're in another country, that's 3 times as long. So things to understand. It could be up to 45 seconds to a minute delay.
now
Usually
I
it's
feel
not.
like I need to show off the Draenei. Does anyone want to see the Draenei?
Of
I'll do the
course.
same.
By the
Oh,
way,
okay.
art good. Chef's kiss. You're welcome. Just
Oh.
it's all good.
Are you saying you need me to show it again, Gald, or what are you saying?
I was eating apparently.
Hmm?
I don't know. Waiting for the response. Just read off their message.
Right. Okay, I am not labeling any of this properly because I'm derp derp, and that's okay. So this one, I actually inked this one. So it's like a little more complete, I guess. Cause yeah, I don't know. I think the idea actually started with the gnome because we were talking about it in the comments in the queue, and I was like, "That's a great idea," and I sketched the gnome, and then okay, cool. And then so yeah, I did this afterwards. It's very fancy.
Oh
I
my
could.
god, I love that. That's so cool. That's great. I love the hooves too. I'm a big Minotaur fan, so I'm like, ooh, hooves,
I
excellent.
I love hooves and horns, man.
Well, then you
Yeah,
like
doing the
Minotaurs,
dance
basically. Is
too,
what you're saying.
100%. Yeah.
Nice.
And then I guess like Lightforged Draenei weren't even a thing when I did this, but like the aesthetic had arrived, so that's kind of what I went for.
I
Very
don't know what
sparkly and
Lightforge
shit.
means.
It's World of Warcraft shit. Don't worry about it.
I mean, I played World of Warcraft till like.
Well, yeah, but definitely more recent shit.
Yeah,
I'm actually gonna do Galdwin and Galdwina. Just give me a second to set that up.
I think I
'Cause
played
apparently
WoW
I'm
for like
doing
first 5
low
years.
effort art screen captures.
First 4 or 5 years
Yeah,
I played WoW,
so
and I was addicted to it, and I almost lost a relationship because I would stop talking to everybody in the world.
yeah,
Played it for 16 hours straight.
yeah. I mean, kind of happens to the best of us, right?
I just learned that
To some
MMOs,
degree.
MMOs with their infinite ability to just keep having like endorphin loops, like I can't play them because it's like an addiction.
Right. Yeah. Totally.
like, I
Okay.
don't
Here
know.
we go. So that's male version gnome sketch and also drag queen version.
Gnomes
So.
are awesome.
And yes, Gald is a gnome enthusiast, and that is good shit.
Hell yeah, I like that. That's great.
Yeah. So apparently we're just showing off art right now,
Hell yeah, nothing wrong with that.
which is cool. I just feel like I'm doing it in the most convoluted way possible. That's the so yes, thank you, thank you.
What's
I'm here all
ABK?
week.
Activision Blizzard.
Activision Blizzard King.
What's the last one?
King, as in Candy Crush.
Oh.
You caught up, Neko. You can say it again if you missed it.
Huh.
Mm.
Oh, I mean, I played. So I played Galaxies, and then I played City of Heroes and City of Villains, which I deeply love and miss. And if it still existed,
I never got to play it.
if it still existed as a widespread thing and not like some private server crap, I would probably be playing it live on stream like every fucking day because I love that game.
Yeah.
King. I've never even heard of them being called King. Is that King a new addition to that?
King got added like what 5 years ago? Maybe it was less.
Wow.
Than that.
Man, that's how close. That's how much.
Game company.
Yeah, I know. I know what Candy Crush is. I've never played it, but like,
okay.
it's not my kind of thing. But like, I don't play phone games. Most of the time I'm either reading a wiki or watching YouTube.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I that's interesting. I didn't know they merged. Huh.
I don't know exactly what to do with my art because like I want to put it on Instagram because or a portfolio site or well not even just a portfolio site, just a website because I have my own domain name for what reasons.
Hey, nothing wrong with that.
But yeah, like I want to put it on Instagram, but I also want to like have my account just be like for selfies on Instagram, and I feel like those should be separate things. But the account that already has like personal stuff is
Deviant Art is
so.
problematic, Neko. Now there's just that company. It's just
Yeah. Deviant Art has had some issues here and there.
And I was gonna say,
starting a new Insta account means I have to like swap logins all the time and remember shit, and that's my problem. So maybe I should just mix them.
Just drop it on your Twitter as it is. I mean,
I do.
And you should make a pin
on Twitter, and that's not going to stop.
You should make a pin post on Twitter with our art and your stream
info.
info.
Still only have 4 pictures.
That's true. But you can make a thread. See, if you look at my pin, it's like, here's a thread of all my threads of my shit. Because like the bottom 5 are like, here's my microfiction. Here's my poems. Here's my writing that's related to fragments, my book, and like. That's because like I do a lot of random things. I have a podcast, I stream, I'm over on YouTube, I have a Patreon, I have a coffee, I have a Venmo. I need a place for all that shit. I have a fan house I never post things to.
And yeah, like I had a Squarespace site for a while, which was like fine, and I had that as a portfolio website.
That's
but
pretty good stuff.
It's too expensive, and I am a web designer. At least I have worked as one, even if it's not my favorite thing. So like I can't justify paying like $20 a month for Squarespace. But what I want to do at this point, so the thing, I have a domain, but I don't have hosting. So Trey, I may take you up on that. But I kind of want to say like screw it in terms of curating my work to get hired. Like I think at this point I just want to post all of my shit for everyone to see and enjoy in one spot rather than specifically paring things down so that it's only the best of my work kind of thing. So kind of like whatever, none of you wanted to hire me even when I had a website, so
right. Right now, does your...
I don't do WordPress, but I'm intimately and painfully familiar with Joomla. I think
I am infinitely painfully aware of in WordPress. I did WordPress for a long time.
I hate WordPress. I've worked with WordPress and I have beef.
I want to launch the entire idea of WordPress into the sun.
But yeah, my former desk job, I was a web designer / admin / graphic designer / horribly taken advantage of. And we use Joomla for pretty much everything. And
oh boy,
like Joomla's fine, but it's also open source. So like, one time a developer just decided that the ordering system for articles should work a different way.
Oh
And
boy.
broke like every fucking Joomla site in the world because he was just a know-it-all asshole that decided it worked better. And it's like, yeah, it would work better if sites weren't already set up like that and you made zero contingencies for fixing that.
Right? Yeah.
So, but yeah, like I have a static HTML template that's really nice from Pixelarity, I think, and so I was
Where
thinking
does
about
your
just using something like that.
where does your domain
But I
go
mean, it
now?
depends on how many things. I think my domain currently goes absolutely nowhere.
You
I
should set it
actually
to at least
stopped
go to your
linking it, so.
Twitch. You know,
Oh, what?
at
I
least
don't
until you
know
get a
how to set
website.
up a redirect without hosting. I'm
I don't
sure it's
know.
possible,
I
but I
don't.
don't know.
I'm sure it's
I'm
possible. I
not
just
great
don't
at
know.
server-side stuff. Like,
Neither am I.
I
I
I
never did that.
generally understand the setup of just like uploading a static site to a server, I think.
Well,
But
I
I
mean, like,
don't do it
yeah.
often enough that I feel confident, right? So,
Right. Right.
but yeah, like I know that WordPress is relatively easy to use, but in terms of like how it sets things up in the back end, it makes it really icky if things go wrong.
I haven't touched a
And like
WordPress in like 6 months,
moving a
6 years.
WordPress site is a fucking nightmare. And
Oh, sorry.
yep, there you
Personal
go.
experience. Personal
Good luck
experience.
keeping your images if you move a
Oh,
WordPress site.
I lost so many hours to the site that doesn't even exist anymore. Ah, sorry.
Yep.
Ah, I have physical pain from that memory.
Yep.
I was gonna say about MMOs, so I ended up like, from there, I knew I had an addiction problem. So like, I knew a person who worked at SOE, Sony Online Entertainment. She got me on the playtesting team, the external playtest team. So I playtested every Sony MMO, now Daybreak, every Sony MMO for like 5 or 6 years there, just because that's how I got around. I like playing MMOs, but I got addicted, and now I have a little time limit.
But now you're getting paid for it.
I wasn't getting
Or
paid,
yeah.
but I
Or,
did
oh,
get.
okay. But
I got.
you're providing a service. It's not just
I
for you.
I got free in-game currency, and so I actually have like access to like all these. Well, I had access to all these old MMOs with like high-end characters, just because like, here, thanks for playtesting. You get to keep all your beta test shit. Like, cool. Like that. I basically, if I wanted to play the game beyond that, I would have started day one with like high-end level stuff. Basically, was what would happen. But I didn't, and then I had like an allowance of free currency for life of the account. But like,
Like it,
I'd never go back, because that's the point.
kind of.
So
Yeah. So
sorry, I just
yeah. So no, I'm sorry. I don't want to go back to just talking tech after you went into that.
no. Go ahead.
I don't. Okay, I'm sorry.
Let's go. No, we're
Um,
ADHD. It's all right. We're on
yeah.
3 different conversations right now.
Uh,
I don't remember what
but
the
yeah.
one before all this was, but we weren't finished with that either. 5
But yeah,
conversations
it's
back.
like the server and terminal stuff I struggle with. Like cPanel
Yes.
stuff, I've done a reasonable amount of stuff in cPanel. But yeah, like I straddle this weird line between tech, like IT and infrastructure, and then being a web designer, because like just like being an admin, I ended up having to do a lot of things that were like kind of crossover, and like I was working on Macs, so we actually ended up doing a lot of stuff in terminal. But
Fucking hate Macs. I'm
I
sorry.
couldn't do shit without, or in terminal without a guide, just to make sure I didn't break something, because I just didn't have the confidence. I don't do it often enough,
And I
right?
can't remember the fucking commands or any of that shit. Like, I'm
See, that's
so.
the thing is, I used a Mac at work and then a PC at home for 5 years, so I got ridiculously used to switching. Like, it wasn't a big deal at any point. Anymore at that point. But
Yeah.
but I also, okay, so the only thing where I was like, Mac does this better, Windows what the fuck, is file searching.
Yep.
So but then whichever OS came out 2 years ago, they broke it. And file searching on Mac on that level worse than Windows. You couldn't find shit. My recents folder was gone. It was a shit show. I hated it. I was so upset. And I have no idea if they fixed it, because I left that job and I don't have a Mac. I have an iPad. So that's iOS, I guess. But yeah, I don't know what happened. But so here's the thing. Of course I closed it. My YouTube channel is the only thing that I have that is just Razwick and not Razwick 82.
My YouTube is just a dumping ground for my VODs.
I don't even, but yeah, like that's the thing is I have a couple VODs, uploaded but not actually posted. Also, like, I feel like that's a terrible link, but whatever. So I would like to start posting stuff there.
Am I even
VODs
following
and
your
other
YouTube?
things, but
Well, now I'm
probably not. I
subbed.
think it's just Nulgar, but I haven't
Now I
talked about it
am.
at all,
Now
so
I'm
it's okay.
subbed. I'll see content someday.
Trey, yeah, like Trey, we should have a conversation in Discord later about logos and hosting and stuff. Maybe not directly after stream because I might be a little bit burned out socially after this, but we'll see.
I'm
Um,
sorry.
yeah, so Gald, I still have all of my videos of my cats and stuff. That's just on my like not Razwick channel, right? That's just my personal channel. So like I'll still post cat videos and like link to that, but that's a whole different thing. So I think you're subscribed to that one for cat videos, but yeah. I think I usually do unlisted for those though, so then it's just wherever I post it. But yeah, I would like to do YouTube videos, but I'm
I see
scared of
how it
editing.
is.
Uh,
This is
nice.
why
I
I
am
hate
not
editing.
drunk, but I'm not sober.
I hate editing, so that's why I just dump my VODs on Call It a Day.
Yeah, and I mean you can clip the starting soon and the bathroom breaks and stuff, but
I don't
also,
even bother with that shit. Like, here, hit the whole stream. Good, you deal with it. You can just skip on
I
YouTube.
guess I've been wanting to talk to someone about whether or not it matters because there are some things that I talk about on stream, or not even things that I talk about, just like language that I use that I don't know if I should be posting it on YouTube. But I'm also not monetizing anything on YouTube right now, so I don't.
Yeah,
know
you'll
if
get
it matters.
demonetized. You'll get delisted from the search. That's the worst thing that'll happen to a video. And I doubt you've talked about anything too
I mean,
graphic. I have
they're
talked about the dynamics of oral
There's
sex on a
wow.
vagina on stream before. Okay,
Hey,
so
that would get you delisted. Because
yes,
how
that
dare
did get
women
me.
have
That
pleasure?
did give me a. That did give me a delisting, but
Thank you,
like,
Neko.
it
Hopefully I
means you
eventually
can
post
go to
it.
my channel and see it. It just, if you search for it, you can't find it. That's all it means.
Yes, yeah,
So it's not
for
like
sure.
it's gone. It's just I
Well,
can't
it's not
find
like
it.
I have a ton of subscribers that it won't get pushed to either, so it's
That's true.
fine.
It's just one of those things. It's like, yeah, you have to be pretty graphic to be delisted. The worst that happens, you'll
Right,
be demonetized, and demonetized it doesn't hurt you because you're not demonetized right now. So it's like doesn't
right,
matter.
exactly. Well, and I don't know. I guess I
Self
wonder.
censorship is bullshit. I hate that shit. It feels
Yeah, I am.
not that I'm gonna judge you for doing what you want to do.
Right,
Just,
copyright stuff.
I can't do
And
it.
yeah, like I'm not really doing anything problematic copyright wise, right? Like there
Right.
was one episode of I think Satisfactory where I was just like swearing like a sailor, which
Oh
maybe
yeah.
that one I would post, but I don't know.
If you say the
It
c
was really
word, you
frustrating.
might not. Or if you say
I don't
queer,
remember.
I just got this delisted or
Queer is really
demonetized.
a bad one. Wow.
That's because for
Yeah,
a lot of
YouTube is
cis
pretty
people still,
crappy about fair use.
a
I
lot of
completely agree.
straight cis people, a lot of straight people, excuse me, think queer is still a slur.
Yeah. Well, I like that's so
And it's
frustrating because
generally an
exactly
older
like
generation too.
it has. Well, actually, that's not completely true. Some of the younger gays have been a little bit puritanical
Don't even
lately,
get
and
me
it's a bit
started
weird.
about the fucking boomer. I mean the zoomers. Good lord.
Yeah, it's just like just like wait a few years and do a little more research on the context, my sweet chili babies.
Yes, I could get mad, but like I just block now.
Because I
just
get where
can't.
you're coming from, but you don't have the history and context that you need to understand. Like where these things started and why they're like queer is my identity. You can't,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I would never call someone queer against their will,
No.
but
I only call you
queer.
queer because you said you were queer.
Yeah,
So
100%. Yeah,
like the fact
totally.
you said you were queer means that's your identity. So I don't have a problem saying it. But I wouldn't just
Yeah,
say someone's queer unless that was what they actually call themselves.
but I'm also not going to censor myself calling myself queer.
And there's
So,
also
yeah,
a generation that think queer is just another word for gay. So like, oh, so you're lesbian?
yeah,
Like, not really,
right.
not quite. Like, me and lesbians jive real good together, but like vibe, excuse me, wrong word. And so like, yeah, we get along great for the most part, as long as we're not exclusionary kind.
Right.
Oh, it's my turn to leave you. I have to use the restroom.
Oh, crap. I'm getting to that point too, but I can wait.
Just wait 2 minutes. I'll be back.
Yeah, no, do it. Do it up. You know, it's kind of funny. We in our little interlude earlier, we were talking about my backup topic of talking about my trip to Switzerland, and then we didn't end up talking about it either. Oh, you know what? That's not a bad idea. I think well, yeah, whatever. You guys are adults. You can survive for 2 minutes. Plus, I have to top this up anyway, so I will do that, and I will be back very soon as well. Also, again, going back to the starting soon screen because Christmas cart is Christmas cart.
Did she bail before I even got back? Oh boy. Oh boy. Well, that's so rude. Oh, it's Trey's fault. You son of a bitch. That's fine. I'm actually not offended, in case anyone's curious. Sometimes my tone cannot be perceived. I assure you, I'm just being silly. You were left unsupervised? Who the fuck? Which one of you motherfuckers flew the stream closer to the sun than it was when I was here? It's warm in the stream. What the fuck? We don't need to go into the sun. The stream doesn't belong in the sun. Who touched the control panel? Fess up. It's Trey's fault. I just imagine the stream is like powered by a TARDIS. Okay, so just that's the mental imagery I'm going with. Anyone's curious. Christmas cart has more personality than I do, so it's okay. I feel like this is a different angle than I was looking at earlier. Did it change? Or am I just not remembering it? I do like that there's a bunch of gifts on there. That's cool. I still think she should like put regular trees in the background to hide the Christmas the green swamp to the right there, but like it looks fine. It looks good. Now it kind of looks like fireflies in the distance actually. So it actually works out. So I was just wrong in the end, yeah. Raise his hands. Trey touched the fucking control panel. Trey, what did I tell you about touching the control panel of the stream? Do not fly the stream into the sun. That is inappropriate. Not everyone wants to go into the sun, okay? Oh, welcome back.
I appreciate coming back to Baldwin's commentary on the Christmas cart here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it is indeed a Christmas cart. It is a Christmas cart for which I accidentally used an item that made me screwed over for the rest of the Christmas event, which we're trying to fix through backdoor methods. But yeah, so yeah, Trey, if you know the item ID for the Fix It Wonder Star, because I spent it making a Christmas cart, let me know.
Yeah, and Goldman said that they were left unsupervised, and I was like, okay, who touched the control panel on the stream?
Yeah.
It's way hotter. We're way closer to the sun. We should be, you know, because in my mental brain, my own mental image is the TARDIS, and the whole stream is in the TARDIS.
So, Galdwin, if you wish to understand Christmas cart, you can either watch the entirety of yesterday's VODs or even just the clips that everybody made.
Oh my god, the one where you're just laughing for 30 seconds.
The entire, like, almost 4 hours of stream yesterday was just us screwing around with the Christmas stuff in Satisfactory, and it was delightful. And yeah, we were basically just making the most ridiculous, tacky Christmas display we possibly could after the cart randomly decided to drive backwards instead of forwards, and then Gabora suggested we basically make it a shrine to Christmas.
And now there's that.
Turn it into an intro video, and we did just that.
I think that was my idea, is to turn it into the BRB screen or whatever, but specifically.
I don't know, one or both. Either way, that's what we ended up.
I think he said intro video, and I was like, you could also do a BRB screen, and you're like, oh. Well, that's when like light bulb went off in your head, so there you are.
Also, Neko, you're more right than you know. Stream does have wings, because one of my regulars likes to specifically requested an emoji that they could put wings on, because they have a wings emoji that they put on everything.
I have wings emojis I put on everything too. Let's see, where is?
Excellent. I don't think I do, but
it was a couple of years ago. They had like this during the Pride. They had
yeah, I definitely
gay ass wings, and I used gay ass wings and everything.
Gay ass wings, that's great.
And my channel, no, there. I need to go. Why is my channel not listed? Oh, there it is. There's that. Global emotes.
I'm almost out of gin, and I'm very sad. I guess booze is the last thing I need to get ready for Christmas.
I can't find the wings. This is really annoying. Anyway, I'm gonna stop holding up chat. So what's up? What's the next subject?
Well, I was just joking as soon as you got up that we had the whole backup topic, and we even brought up the Switzerland trip, and then we didn't end up talking about it anyway.
Are we done?
We can do that if you want. What?
Are we done? What happened? Well, I didn't get it. Okay.
No, I'm just saying that we had brought up that as a topic, and then we never actually got into the story. That I'm saying that we could do that now.
Ah.
Yeah, but yeah. So I don't know. Do you want to, or do you want to?
Oh, could talk to you all night because we have the same energy. This is how it works.
Yeah, I think, I don't know when like 10 minutes from now is my like, okay, that's my minimum sort of thing. But it depends on how hungry I am.
I mean, I have a salad calling my name.
Factory calculator. I straight up just downloaded the save editor though, because I want to finish Fixbits. Damn it.
It was affiliate, not partnership.
Yeah, affiliate is the first step. But thank you very much.
We're both affiliates. It took me 2 years to get affiliate. 2 years.
No worries. It's just nice to have you here when you can.
2 fucking years. And then when I got it, that's like literally a month later. They announced the increase in requirement to get partnership. It used to be 25.
Oh, and now it's 75.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was 50 there at some point too.
I'm just happy that I'm like up at 5 now. And I'm like, oh, you guys care. There's a little bit more of you.
Yeah, I'm at 3.9 is my average. Not bad. You know.
You can add items on the calculator editor? Okay, I didn't know that. For some reason, I didn't think you could go to items with that editor, but I will look into that too, because I just want to finish Fixmas. So thank you. Sorry for talking over you, Elise. My bad.
You're good.
Okay, I guess I am.
I was smoking, sorry.
No, it's fine. Your video is just a little bit behind your sound, so I didn't realize you were smoking at first. But yeah, so
If I get
I'm
like
on
mad,
Christmas.
you can tell when I get mad in the way I type, because everything becomes, or I'm sad. Everything becomes lowercase. I don't punctuate a goddamn thing, and I'm very short with my replies. You, or if I'm actually mad at you because you've done something that's worthy of being mad of, I probably won't talk to you. You have to say I just won't respond until I get an apology. I'm like, you've hurt my feelings at this point.
A relationship with whoever I'm talking to, but sometimes I'll be like that.
I mean, like, yes, that's true. That is true. I was much different with my partner, my former partner. So like, yeah, that's true. It is definitely relationship dependent. If it's someone I don't know well enough, I should say, I just won't talk to you anymore. But it's like you're a friend, and I like you a lot. I will probably tell you hurt my feelings, and then
You'll get a chance.
if you make it about all your shit, I won't talk to you anymore. That's how it works. That just happened. I had a friend of many years not be able to apologize properly, and so he's no longer my friend. After multiple times, gave him multiple chances. I'm like, okay. Yes, I get that you were doing this for a reason. You still hurt my feelings with your actions, and you refuse to even acknowledge that. And I can't handle that. I'm like, I'm not like I said the other day. I don't fight for my space in people's lives. Like people want me because of me, and like if you don't want me, you'll let me know. I mean, like it's really simple.
Trey, thank you. That was way fucking simpler than what I was trying to do in the save editor.
Did you finally get? Did you literally just focus and do it real quick?
Yeah.
Oh my
took
god.
me like 2 minutes.
You're so neurodivergent. It's great. You're like.
Provided it's easy enough to load the slightly edited save, which I assume that it is. Then there we go. Problem solved.
Yeah.
I gave myself 5 of them because I don't want to wait until I can craft them to make a Christmas truck.
I love it. I approve of cheating. By the way, I think every game should have a cheat mode.
Well, it depends on whether or not I want to use them. It really depends on the kind of gameplay I'm going for, but I do think they should exist. Yes.
Yeah. No, I'm saying I don't think they should be like no. Not everyone's gonna choose them, but I think if I'm playing single player mode, I should be able to just turn on God mode and just beat the game because I want to see the story. Maybe this one level is just too hard for me, you know.
If I'm already doing save editors, I could like theoretically give myself those Mark III hypertubes, but
or the truck just outright.
Oh no, the truck is super easy to make. I already have all that stuff unlocked. That's fine.
But I'm saying, can't you just give yourself the truck? Just boop.
I mean, yes, but I think it's probably less effort to build it in the game than to do it with the save editor, just because trucks are not that complicated in the game, right?
Fair. I don't know the game that well. I've only watched and never played, so I don't know. It's for true. Yeah. It's for true. Uh-oh.
Lily.
Lily. Hey, I remembered her name. It only took a week.
Here, I'll put this over
Yeah,
here.
it's actually kind of insane to me that it's only been 12 days.
Here, child. Sweet bean.
I genuinely feel like you've always been here. It's kind of weird. I love that feeling. Yeah. It's good shit.
Hey.
Lily.
Look at the sweet baby.
She's such a pretty cat. Oh.
Fireworks.
Oh,
baby,
she's.
Don't know.
Oh no.
Lily.
Oh no. No, she noticed the camera was on. She sees herself. I think that's what it is. Maybe it's because she sees herself.
I don't think she minds that. I think she. Okay, well, first of all, she usually goes and sits up on the shelf when she comes in here. But second, it's me being loud that she has a problem with.
Oh, okay. When I get loud, Sherlock wants to come over and find out what's wrong. She knows I don't get loud usually.
She wasn't a completely lost cause.
It's funny. I went to the bathroom and I was just so just vibing and shit. I forgot to hit my BRB screen and everything. I just walked away. I'm sorry, chat. You should have been staring at this for 2.5 minutes instead.
Yeah, Lily. This is the
third
time, twice in a week that little Miss Lily has decided to be on camera.
Oh, she's so pretty.
This is the time of night where she usually.
She's completely white, right?
Yep.
Oh my god.
So I took her to the vet to get her shots and stuff when she was a baby. And so usually pure white cats have blue eyes and they're usually deaf.
Right.
So
I was about to ask.
They've grown over with a much thicker coat, but she has like 4 little black hairs on the top of her head.
Oh my
And
god.
so the vet said that those little 4 hairs are probably genetically speaking the reason that she's not deaf.
Wow. Yeah, I was about to ask if she was deaf. It was like, you know.
She's not. I think she might be a little bit hard of hearing.
Oh,
just
she's
'cause
playing.
really easy
That's
to
so
startle,
cute.
but she might also just be on edge.
She batted at it. Oh my god.
Get it? It's okay.
You're just spoiling your kids.
Look at that face.
I
What is
know.
with that alarm? Like why do you look alarmed? What are you doing?
She's so pretty. I love Kitty.
She is the best princess.
You know, like that thing, that toxoplasmosis. I probably have that because I'm totally a cat person.
Yeah, I'm a slave to the cat.
Yes. I didn't. Yeah.
We got decorations down. Here,
But like, yeah. Oh shit! She broke it. I'm behind, obviously.
the hook.
It's so cute. It's adorable. Oh my god. Oh, I realized. I thought she broke the. I thought that was part of the lights. I didn't realize until right now that they were.
I hung ornaments on.
Yeah.
The
You know, it's funny. You didn't have them on there before, so I should have definitely fucking noticed the difference. But my brain just. They've always been there.
No, I added another one the other day, but I put them up right away too. So you're not going completely crazy.
No, I just, yeah, I'm not very observant about certain things. It's just, one of my exes used to get on me about, like, how did you not notice that? I'm like, I just
My ex
don't
did
know.
that all the time too. I
Hate it.
regularly do not see things that are
Yeah.
directly in front of my face. So
Or something I stepped on or stepped over, you know, like.
Hey, it just didn't
Yeah.
register. It was
Exactly.
an obstacle, not a thing.
It wasn't different enough in the terrain for my brain to say, there's something different. Please pay attention.
Are you gonna get it?
I hope.
Are you gonna
Get it.
Yeah.
Oh, I see them I see their tail waggling. You can tell when they're about to attack the waggle.
Yes.
Oh, it's so cute.
Okay. You can bat it around. I don't mind.
Aw.
Oh, Lily, baby. And
Oh, this is the first time
and she's gone.
it's the first time Trey has seen Lily. Lily, excuse
But yeah,
me.
this is the second time she's been on camera this week, but she's only been on once before that I didn't point the camera at her. So yeah, she's not around.
I
very
have been
often,
here for
so
2 times of her being on
rare
camera.
fluff ball sighting.
So have you had both of them since they were kittens?
No. So Lily I've had since the day she was born because her mama is a trampy barn cat who lived next door, and
My favorite.
she sucked up to my parents and they took her in and then they got her pregnant. So
Oh wow.
and I was living with my parents waiting for my house to be built at the time. So yeah, I've been with Lily since day one. But Pabu was probably a year and a half old when we got him. We got him to the Humane Society, so he's a rescue dog.
Sorry.
Which is a bit sad because he'd probably be better behaved if I'd had him since he was a child, and also he would have been a very cute baby.
He was probably mistreated, you know?
Oh no, he 100% was. He was 100% abused. So like, it's hard to be mad at him for being a dick
Yeah.
sometimes because I know that that's how
Wounded
he was
animal.
taught.
You know, yeah.
And yeah, like it can take years for them to stop
And they may never.
feeling like that's true. And yeah, like because it was really formative for them.
But
So
my dad has a dog. His name is Pippy. Call him Pippers. He's an asshole. He has no teeth, but he'll bite you anyway. He was definitely abused by someone with a long beard because when I had a beard, when I was male presenting, I had an 18-inch beard and he used to relentlessly bark at me because of it. The minute I shaved it off, no barks. And we think someone threw him or hurt him really badly because the only person who can pick him up is my dad. Anyone else touches him, he loses it. And I mean, just fucking loses it. Yeah, like he thinks someone's gonna kill him, even though I'm just trying to help him up the stairs because he's old as fuck, you know?
right.
And like, I can't get mad at him. He's bitten me hundreds of times. I've never once yelled at him for it, you know? Because it's like, ow! I yell like, ah! But I don't yell at him.
Show that you're wounded, but
Yeah. I don't yell at him because he didn't do anything wrong. Some asshole when he was a baby did something wrong, and
he was just trying to protect himself.
my
'cause
parents
that's
knew
understand.
they knew he was abused when they got him.
Right.
So they literally took him in because he was a special needs dog, and no one else would adopt him. Like I said, they've shown more care to them than me. It's just the way it goes.
Papu is
Have fun. May all your dices be lucky.
Yes, may your dice rolls be lucky tonight.
Oh, look at this. I had this really cool dice set. Sorry. I wanted to show you this a while ago. They look like toasted marshmallows.
Those are nice. Very, very
really,
cool. I like the roundness. Okay, except now, like, that is a forbidden snacks.
I know.
Ooh,
I know.
Fun.
That's why.
Have fun stealing the party, Gald.
From Dice Envy, but this is why I keep them over here. Because I definitely put one in my mouth without even thinking about it. I'm like, oh no.
Also, so if you're trying to kill people, may your rolls be wonderful still.
Yes.
As
Yes. Absolutely.
But yeah, I would love.
If you're DMing,
make it regularly to D&D groups, but I want fancy dice anyway.
May all of your dice be, and may all your rolls be in such a way to make a dramatic event and the characters only almost die. There you go. That's what you want. You don't actually want to kill the characters.
Oh.
Sorry.
With that sentence. No, it's totally fine. Oh, by the way, Trey, you weren't around for I did 2 very brief doodles, so muscular, high-heeled Patrick Star.
That's the best. Oh my god.
Yeah. The mascot for the stream today.
What you do is when you're done with them on your monitor, you should put them on your wall, behind you.
Maybe. I have so many, like, I want to decorate behind me.
Same.
And I don't want to install shelves because I'm lazy.
I mean, I bought shelves, they suck.
Foam up, and my stupid foam is way bigger than I expected it to be, at least for the corner pieces. So.
Well, it happens.
So yeah, I was just gonna draw like a fancy, pretty star, and then it got all wonky derp on the bottom, and I was like, well, now it's thick Patrick Star.
Oh my god, you're so adorable. Wonky derp.
I roll with the punches. Life, lemonade, something.
I'm tired of lemonade. No, I'm kidding.
Well, it's just funny because like
give me some oranges instead, maybe, huh? Maybe I want some orange juice.
Citrus Manitoba citrus gin, and lemon and cranberry juice. So this is kind of lemonade.
I love lemonade. I don't actually like orange juice.
I literally made lemonade with lemons.
And if I have a preference, I like pink lemonade. I like my strawberry in my lemonade, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, just a straight up citrus and gin thing is like heartburn city, but if you add a little bit of sweetness, it's better.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I don't like being out of gin, but I do like gin.
What did I drink?
Also, the nice thing about liking gin is that so many people do not like gin, so more for me, bitches.
I don't know if I like gin. I don't think I've ever had gin. I'm
less fond of gin that tastes like a juniper bush, but the citrusy ones are good.
I can't do some alcohols because they're made with stuff that may contain gluten.
You should be safe with gin because it's juniper,
yes.
like it's not food. But
yes.
I mean, I don't know. I'm not gonna tell you.
Gin is fine. Rum is great. Vodka's good. I can't do whiskey or anything whiskey-like. You know.
Oh, yeah, that's interesting. The only thing that I kind of need to be careful with these days, for the most part, like, okay, well, first of all, Captain Morgan is just sugar water at this point.
Wow.
Well, not water. It's like teenager booze. Like, because when I was 18, it was less Captain Morgan. It's just way too sweet. But yeah, for me, it's just red wine. Like, it just makes my stomach feel shitty.
I never could get into champagne or wine. I never liked the taste. But I like Kraken. Kraken is my rum. Kraken with a little bit of Coke, or a Coke with a little bit of Kraken is so good.
Yeah,
but like
Coke and Kraken is excellent.
Kraken on the Coke.
I do not know the kind of booze that you like, but I have had a White Russian, and it is very good. I think you'd like it. It's kind of like a mudslide, but less sweet, I guess. But then there's also the Paralyzer, which I think might be a Canadian thing, but it's basically a White Russian, but with Coke in it, and you have to be very careful to not curdle the milk, and it's a whole weird thing, but it's good.
Mixing like dairy.
It sounds gross. It looks gross, but it tastes good.
Mixing dairy.
I can't make it at home though, only bartenders.
Mixing dairy and alcohol and like alcohol can be very. You have to do it just right, or it just doesn't taste right. Yes, I will not touch a White Russian. Unlike lactose intolerance, I won't touch a White Russian, but I don't give a fuck because I'll eat it. I'll drink. I'll do Kahlua mudslide because chocolate, Makes all the difference. It makes all the difference.
Um, I forget what it was.
I can't do
My
tequila.
brother-in-law, I think it was.
I threw up on tequila too many times.
It was either Kahlua or amaretto, but it might have been Kahlua and vodka and just a big ball of ice that was actually really smooth, and I really liked that whenever he made it.
I like Fireball. Fireball's kind of cool. I can't drink it anymore.
I don't know how I feel about curdled cream foam, friends.
That's weird, in my opinion.
I mean, like,
But
I definitely know that there are people who would be like excited by that.
I have North
That's
American
really
tastes, so that's weird to me. But I don't know. I'm like West Coast, so I have a different flavor palette.
Yeah, for me, it's like wine.
I think
and
poutine tastes
either
gross.
vodka or gin coolers and
Like
cider and gin, and that's about it.
my ex always gave me shit because I didn't like poutine. So it's like, all right, I'm sorry.
Unfamiliar friend.
What,
Oh,
you
let's
like
try.
poutine?
Of course, I like poutine.
Oh, no.
What kind of Canadian
I
do you
was.
think I am?
I don't know. You could have been a not liking poutine Canadian. I'm sure they exist.
No, I know that they do, but no. I
I
mean,
don't like
also,
gravy
a
in
lot of
general, to
people
be
call
fair.
things poutine that aren't really poutine.
Yeah, I don't do gravy on like. Some people put it on their biscuits, and some put it on their like mashed potatoes. I can't do gravy at all. I don't like it at all.
It depends. Mashed potatoes and gravy I can definitely do, but it's not how I usually eat them. So.
I like to put Parmesan cheese in my potatoes. That's my preferred way of doing potatoes. I like scalloped potatoes, to be fair.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Now that you mentioned where that's from, I haven't seen planes, trains, and automobiles in a very, very long time. But also, my parents have been to Jamaica.
I've watched it every year, actually.
I should. That is definitely something that I should watch this Christmas. I think that would be good. But yeah, it's been a long time.
It's a tradition between me and my bestie. We watch movies every Saturday and Sunday.
I usually will end up watching A Christmas Story, even though it is boomer as fuck.
I haven't seen it in like 8.
Alfie though.
I haven't seen it in like since it's middle aughts, so I'm actually watching it for the first time this year in a really long time. So
yeah, I just and like I can't put my arms down.
you put your eye out with that thing, kid.
But yeah,
I relate to Ralphie a bit too much.
Yeah, but then I can't remember his brother's name, but the one.
Yeah. And there's the part that sticks in my head is ho ho ho.
Yeah. Well,
boot to the face.
And my dad always giggled super hard at fragile, so that's a thing in our family too.
See, for the longest time, I wanted a leg lamp, and now everyone has one, so I don't give a fuck anymore.
Yeah, now it's like a thing,
It's
right?
like it's a real boomer thing. It's a real elder millennial thing, too. I'm an elder millennial. I'm like first generation millennial. First year millennial.
I'm like smack in the millennial middle. Well, no, I guess I'm closer towards the end.
You're closer to the end. I mean, there's definitely gonna some.
5 years after me, so
we get along really well, but there's definitely some things I'm like I don't understand completely. It's a generation thing at that point.
Yeah.
It's like I don't get it.
Oh no, breaking out in hives in Mexico. Yeah,
man.
Time and Switzerland, and then we went to a couple countries around.
So my parents were stationed met in California, Fort Hunter Leggett, I think. They're in the military together at the same time, and then they stationed in Belgium, and then while I was in Belgium, I went to France and Italy and Denmark and all these other places, and I was like
France,
2.
Italy, and Germany.
I was 2 in Germany too. I was 2, so I don't remember shit. So I've been to these places, but the first thing I really remember is Baltimore, Maryland, when we came back to the States. So
I just fully did like the raised pinky with like out even.
I saw
it, and then I pressed it, and then I was like, "No, what? I'm gonna own it."
I saw that. That was impressive.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know if I had the confidence. I just do the pinky without thinking about it, and don't worry about it.
Yeah, I turned 16 in Switzerland. It was pretty cool.
That's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
That's not a common experience.
No, it's not. But yeah, it was an exchange trip to Switzerland, and I spent 6 weeks there, and we went on day trips on.
We finally got around to it.
Yes, we are getting around to it. It's relevant. Talking about travel.
I know, it's great.
But yeah, so we went to Chamonix in France to see the ice caves, and it was the only place in Europe where I kind of sort of found a Slurpee, so that was cool. But it was fruit and the texture was all wrong because apparently only Manitoba is good at Slurpees, although maybe just Canada.
I don't know. I have to compare. I'm a Slurpee. I'm a fan of Slurpee. So now I want to like, what is a Slurpee to you?
Manitoba is the Slurpee capital of
What
the
is a
world.
Slurpee to a Canadian from Manitoba? Because like it might be like Smarties or we
slush.
something different. So it's
Usually
ice.
soda flavored.
Okay, because like
Yeah, it's
Okay.
frozen. It's slush.
Okay, double checking. I'm just double checking. Like I said, we both have like Smarties, but they're completely different things.
Yes, Smarties are very different things for you guys.
Yeah, I like both.
Smarties are better than M&Ms though. Like Canadian Smarties, way better than M&Ms. Just saying, they're better. Start a war.
I don't know. The chocolate's different. I feel like it's for me. I would be fine with either.
Candy is different, but I like the crunch a lot better.
What I really want to do, because I've had both. You know, I've dated a few Canadians over the years, and
that sucks. I get parents wanting to take solo trips, but yeah.
and so like my thing I like to do is actually mix the two.
Yeah, I mean that's fine.
It tastes
too.
so good. I just like the different the different chocolates at the same time.
I kind of appreciate differences in texture like that too.
Yeah.
So.
But yeah, they're good. I like them. I don't think they're better. I think they're just different in me. That's my opinion, of course.
Canadian Smarties are the chocolate things, but what Americans call Smartie are rockets or sweet tarts up here.
Yeah, sweet tarts are a different thing. Rockets, yes, they're closer to rockets. That would be which we don't have. That's your version.
The same thing, but yeah.
Then there's then there's Necco wafers. I love all these chalky candies.
Yeah.
Some weirdo. Because I'm a poor kid and I grew up on Fun Dip, the Kool-Aid.
My not Necco wafers, but what it reminds me of is Tim Tams, which is Australian chocolate coated cookies. Those are
Hell yes, those are good too. I love treats from all over the world. Lion bars from England.
Oh. Yeah, some of the things that you figure out, you're like, oh wait, that's a Canadian thing. Really? It's always weird the first time, right?
Yep. Yeah. And they're both worth eating because they're both delicious candies. Just to be fair.
But yeah, it can be a little confusing when you're looking for a certain thing. Like I don't know if they have, and like Smarties aren't there at all, or
no,
are
I
Smarties
think
there under a name?
No, they're not. They're not here at all, as far as I understand. The closest chocolate we have, what was it called? What are those called? Sixlets. That's the closest chocolate, but they're not the same size. I would say you probably definitely import them. I'm sure there's companies probably right off Amazon. I bet if I type in Smarties Canada into Amazon.com, I'll probably get the ones I'm looking for. I mean, I can get Lion bars off them. That's from England, so I imagine since they have facilities everywhere, it's much easier now than it used to be.
I kind of doubt it, but do you guys still or ever have Allen's shoelace licorice?
Never heard of that. We have shoelace licorice, just isn't called Allen's.
You cannot find it anywhere, and I want a bag of shoelace licorice very badly.
Damn.
My sister found some on the internet somewhere that was like really overpriced, and she split.
There's a place in Carpinteria, California, you can order off the internet called Robitaille, and that's spelt like the French way. And and they make. I'll if you remind me, I'll send you the link. I'll double check that they're still open after this pandemic. But they are world famous for saltwater taffy, and for their licorice. Everything's made in house there.
Oh. Cool.
So, it's just one of those things. So I will go look that up. I'll open it up right now. Help me remember. Google. But. High candy.
I hope that you find it, Trey. That'd be cool.
There it is.
Also, someone, I can't remember where it was. Somewhere on the internet reminded me about chocolate rocks the other day too.
I will send you the link now so I don't forget. Bam.
You have fuck Toronto. You have a couple retro candy stores. That's not fair.
Oh, yeah, this is a retro candy store, but it's also like a place where they make real candy.
No.
Oh, they don't have any licorice on their web store. That's bullcrap.
That's sad.
I'm so sad.
R.I.P. dreams.
But they have lots of really good... They have the fudge. Oh my god, their fudge is so fucking good. Holy shit. Sorry.
Also, there was a store in the town I used to live in that had
they don't have their taffy.
Really good bulk shit. And they had like chocolate coal, which was just rice chocolate wrapped up, and it was really good. And I miss it, and I want more. But yeah, like candy coated chocolate chunks, but they are like painted to look like rocks. I don't know why, but like especially as a child who was like forbidden snacks, it was the
Yeah,
best. And
yeah.
now, but a bag of it on
Same.
Amazon is like $20, so I haven't been able to like
What?
justify that.
God damn. Yeah, they have a very limited selection on their website. They don't even do excuse me. They don't even do taffy on the website. It's like, damn. I lived down the street from this place for years, so I lived in Carpinteria. That's where I told you about Bob and the rabbit, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
that was in Carpinteria.
Cool. Jeez. That's a lot. Sorry for the bright face.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's like you turned your ring light on.
I don't have a ring light. It's like I to a web browser that was
Yeah.
white.
Yeah, I do the same thing. Yeah, and I don't have a ring light either. I need to get one. I actually have a hot shoe mount here and everything. I can just pop it right on top of the camera, but like.
There you go. I also switched this screen to be my purple background again. So. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, a ring light and a cat cam and a hub, a USB hub.
I mean, a second webcam so you can do like web like co-stream stuff like that, like this, and we can make this a regular thing.
I'm not sure I get why I need two cameras.
So you can open one up, so we can both have one in Discord, so you can capture each other's other camera, so that we can both be on both streams. That's all.
Well,
And so I can stop talking over you so much.
Use it for the...
So also seeing your face talking helps you not talk over you so much. And I really, I don't mean to do it so much.
Realized you couldn't like have the same feed going two places, but okay.
Yeah, you can. That's the only problem. So but like webcams are kind of hard to find. But yeah, you can do that. You can multi with mics. You'll use a mic, both mics. It's same mic for both things, but not video.
It's silly, but whatever.
I don't know why.
Yes, I guess big Canadian cities, people mostly just think Vancouver. Also, for some reason, people think Ottawa, even though like nobody actually cares about Ottawa if they're in Canada.
Oh my god. Toronto is everything except self-esteem. Oh god. Sorry, that was a good one. Sorry. Toronto plays like every fucking movie ever, so it's every city ever in movies, I should say. I got my words mixed up.
Yes, it does. Although actually, Winnipeg is Chicago a lot.
That is true.
Because Manitoba has really great tax rebates and stuff for filming. So a lot of the times, if you see Chicago in a movie, it's actually Winnipeg, which is kind of neat.
Like they'll do stock footage of the skyline, and then they'll do like the actual locations for film that are
older buildings downtown too. Yeah. Like I've actually like I had to walk past movie sets on my way to college several times because I lived downtown.
That's really cool.
Yeah,
I've been on so many film sets. I can tell you a lot of fucked up shit.
But like, I wasn't on set.
I've heard some horror stories from other people, like
same,
horror
definitely.
people. Like, no, I shouldn't tell that one. That's a pretty gruesome one. Never mind. Yeah, like people falling off cranes when they're overloaded because very famous directors of pop culture movies that are still making movies now, overloaded said crane. I can't say because it's not it's not like it's supposed to be around. I'm not really supposed to be talking about it, so yeah. It's one of those things he passed around. Don't work with this guy because he hurts people.
Right. Movie theater seats aren't as much of an asset in the days of COVID, are they?
Yes, Toronto is great for movies. If you love watching movies, it's great.
Although
Los Angeles is the other one.
I think we might have already had this conversation, but are we on the same page in terms of fuck Mississauga? Because
Mississauga?
Mississauga Mail Center is a black hole, and I don't like it. And so yeah, Mississauga is a suburb of Toronto.
Okay.
And it's like a giant Canada Post depot where most things that come across from the States go through there.
Oh, yes. I remember this. Yes, it's one facility. Yeah.
And the only other thing that Mississauga has going for it is like a paper mill that's very stinky.
Oh, boy. Why that? Why? So is that why they got the contract? I don't understand.
I don't know.
How do you get the contract for that shit? Like, nobody wants to live here. Sweet, we'll build something here. Let's make jobs.
Well, it was probably like they built the industry stuff as a suburb separate from Toronto, and Toronto ate it. But my
version's way funnier. Come on.
Fair enough.
I was just being exaggerative. I have no idea the history, you
Like
know.
the mail center or the paper mill? I guess the mail center makes more sense.
Los
Are
Angeles
you
is.
responsible for my slow mail train?
I know Los Angeles is like the 5th largest economy in the world.
Los
So
Angeles is
California, excuse me, California is like the 5th largest like economy in the entire world.
Yeah,
So
I feel like Hong Kong is way up
when
there.
all those fucking idiot ass conservatives are like, let's just cut California out, they don't realize that all the fruit comes from California.
Also, yeah, they do end
Like
up paying for a lot
Jesus.
of have-not states. So, like,
Yeah,
what are you gonna do with all that without all that tax revenue, friends?
right. And
Especially like
like,
Hollywood.
oh,
Like
that's
that's a
the
huge industry.
yeah. That's I mean
I mean, not
in
that it would be good for anyone, but
it's got one of the largest megapolises in the world too.
it's
I
the
grew
same
up
thing as
in the greater
Quebec
meg.
separatism. Like, if Quebec leaves, the only thing that happens is both of us suffer.
Yeah. Like I grew up in the greater Los Angeles area. That's a very large area that goes from
Yeah,
San Jose to San Diego, like all the way that
yeah,
whole
it's huge.
in the middle of that. I
Yeah,
was in a small town in the middle of all that shit. So
yeah, that's weird that you can have a small town in there, but yeah.
yes, and California has a bigger population than all of Canada. Correct. Uh,
Yeah, we
Los
cover a
Angeles.
lot of space, folks.
The city of Los Angeles has more population than the entirety of Japan, the country. So you know that's this way it goes.
Where, if you wish that you had never moved away from San Francisco, where did you go, or like what was your reason? If you're willing to talk about it, just out of curiosity.
The family
Yeah, sorry,
probably
talking to chat.
the family probably moved. I would assume.
Oh, well, yeah, that would explain things too.
Yeah, that's
I
why I
have
moved
pretty much
from a bunch of
in
times.
the same general area my whole life.
Oh.
So
How's it feel? How's it feel to have like a home?
fine sometimes. Well,
I say I
when
grew
it
up in a
comes to
place
home,
because
so
I say I grew up in SoCal because I lived there the longest. It's not actually. I didn't grow up in one place. I moved around. I was a Barney brat, so I didn't have. I don't, home is a concept I wish I understood. Because anytime I've been in some place for one time, there's been abuse issues, so I haven't actually felt like I've been home anywhere. So
that's totally fair.
yeah,
I don't know
how's it
if I
feel?
want to stay in Winnipeg forever, but I mean,
No, I mean whatever. That's a whole other issue. Like, but you basically have a hometown. What does it feel like? I mean, like to have a place you can call home.
well, the actual hometown part is pretty fucking backwards, so that isn't anything to be proud
Oh,
of.
so
But
like where I
I
live
don't
now.
know.
Perfect.
I do kind of feel like in some ways I have a bunch of ties in Nanaimo and BC in general. Though,
Oh
too,
my
because
God, Nanaimo.
a
Holy
lot of
shit.
my mother's family is either still out there or they grew
That's
up
where
out there.
my
Like,
former
lived on the
friend
coast
lives.
for a while.
Nanaimo.
Okay.
That's why I'm like, holy shit.
Nice.
Why does things keep just crossing over?
It's a small world.
I hate.
After
That's
all.
because 75% of Canada lives in the lower third.
Yeah, it's because none of us want to freeze to death.
Yeah, exactly. Only the
That's
very,
the whole
only the
thing.
very
Well, that-
hardest people live up there. Guy,
Well, that and there
impressive.
aren't roads to a lot of the north parts,
yeah,
so that doesn't help.
yeah, it's true. It's like,
Like,
it's like
most
people
of the-
living in
there's,
Alaska.
Like one road that goes to northern Manitoba, and it doesn't even go all the way to the top.
There are
so-
tough people, and then there are tough people who live like Alaska or northern Canada. We were just like, Jesus, wow, that's impressive. I couldn't.
Honest-
I hate the cold. I want to go back to the sun.
Well, and like that's the thing too. It's not even just the cold when you get up far enough north, like Whitehorse, or is it Yellowknife that's farther north? I forget. But yeah, you get to the point where the sun just doesn't rise. I am not okay with that. Personally, I would not survive mental health wise.
You mentioned chiclets way back when, Neko. I'm sorry. Chiclets are good. When we were talking about candy, I totally forgot about chiclets. Oh well. But I thought those were gum. Anyway.
At home, right? But
What? I'm sorry?
Perry is saying he's always lived in Toronto, but also doesn't feel like he's had a home. Which
That's
I mean, I
fair.
think that makes a lot of sense.
Do you have? I meant you have a hometown. Sorry, that's what I meant that specifically because I don't even have a hometown really.
But yeah, I guess it doesn't. It doesn't.
I call Simi Valley my
Where
hometown,
did you
but
pick up that brand? Holy shit! Why? Why did you spend 6 months in Alert? Good God, why?
wow, damn. hey, I mean, some people, I don't know.
I
There's
mean,
like,
I'm impressed. I'm just like,
yeah,
why?
it just impresses me. Anyone who lives that far north just impresses me because I'm like, I don't think I could do that.
I don't
I,
think I could
I like gets below 60 and I start whining. I can't.
either.
I am so
I know.
soft. I know I'm
It
so
gets
soft.
-40 here. So, oh,
Oh,
okay, army. Yeah, no,
it's
that makes sense because I guess that's
Canadian forces. There you
army
go.
is the only thing that's up in alert really anyway.
That's
So,
fair. But like I lived in Simi Valley
as
and
the ice cap melts, we're gonna end up with a whole bunch more shit going on in northern Canada. So the next 100 years are gonna be real interesting, especially with Russia
uh
fucking around in the corner.
and then I lived all over the California, Southern California. I lived in Lubbock and Austin, Texas. I lived all the way on the other side of the country, the state. I lived in Baltimore, and then I lived, which was very short lived, and then I lived in what is that closest city? The city in which Death Cab from Cutie is from, Bellingham. I lived in Bellingham. I'm not gonna talk about where I live present. I just live on the other side of the state, and that's all I'll say because I have to protect myself as a trans person. If you wanted my address, I'd send it to you. That's the whole other thing. But I'm not.
Well, yeah, if I'm mailing you stuff or what,
Yeah.
yeah, Friends is different than broadcasting it on
Yeah.
the internet,
You
especially
have to
when
be
you're
really
not a blog,
careful.
right?
You have to be careful as a woman who lives alone. You have to be careful as a trans person. You have to be careful as a person who's disabled. Those are people get taken advantage of. So never
Well,
reveal
and
their location for those
when I
people.
say
For
I
sure.
live in Manitoba, it is statistically likely that I live in Winnipeg, and the
That's a big
700,000
city.
people is
Yeah.
actually 800,000 people now is enough anonymity for me. So
Yes, but you don't talk. That's
I
why.
talk about where I live in the city,
That's
but
why. As soon as I realized you didn't mute. I muted my
it's
desktop
not my.
noise, and you started
Mhm.
talking about locations where I'm like, I'm so glad I
Yeah,
muted this. I'm so glad
yeah.
I
Thank
muted
you. I'm
this.
so sorry. I'm so sorry that I
No,
didn't catch it myself, but thank you for doing that.
I just wanted to protect you. It's otherwise, if it wasn't about your address, I'd probably make fun of you instead.
Yeah, for
So
sure. It
just be
totally
fair.
was. Like, that was the worst thing
Yeah,
to not mute.
that's
Like
okay. I caught you in time, so it's like you picked up the phone. I was like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Turn that off. Okay.
yeah, like honestly, even just like when I moved, there was a huge amount of relief just that my ex didn't know where I lived anymore. Because like the whole time I was still living in our old house, like I was just waiting for him to show up.
I
And
have a
I was
stalker,
so glad I
so
don't have to think about that anymore. So yeah, not interested in revealing that.
I have a stalker. So, and I live in a small town, so I'm not gonna say where I live, right? And there's 100 small towns here. That's as far as I'll go.
Right? Yeah.
It's a very big county, so
Well,
it's a
yeah.
lot
I
of
mean,
very small. It's like there's no one, and there's not a lot of people in any of the towns, but there's a lot of small towns, and they're like very like close enough together that's like a few minutes walk between them sometimes. Like
yeah,
it's
like mine isn't quite that bad, but yeah, I don't talk about the city that I used
yeah.
to live in because it's also much smaller, and you don't need to be able to like
At least stop talking. What?
trail, right?
There's like, oh, am I talking too much? I mean, have not revealed a damn thing about where I'm at. Like that's so vague. It's so vague.
Mm. But
New
yeah, I mean, like
topic.
I get it. You
New
don't want to like
topic.
accidentally give people a bunch of pieces, even if you put them in
Oh,
separately, right?
meh.
Like just in case. But I'm whatever, right?
New
It's
topic. All right, whatever.
but yeah, so we could talk about something else.
I just hope my stalker dies slowly.
Don't
I don't.
really blame you.
I don't feel. I don't feel like that about anybody except for the people who have harmed me. So
Yeah, yeah.
okay.
It
So
takes
like,
a lot for you to
yeah,
feel that way to someone,
I'm.
but there are a few people.
I'm trying to remove the word hate. That I use it way too often. I need to save it for the things I actually hate. You know. Sorry. I just want to finish that. Security. Security.
Yeah.
Oh, Trey, thank you for looking out. I appreciate it. Just
Yes. Well,
uh
like, especially like being in IT too, right? You know you gotta be
yeah.
careful.
I've been doxxed before, but they keep getting the wrong address. It's like 5 addresses ago. I'm like, okay, sure, I guess I live there still.
Like, haha, take that, like
I,
totally updated government records.
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
still no, thank you.
Precisely.
I went to go edit something in Stream. There we go. I forgot what I wanted to edit.
You were
So.
editing something?
Yeah, my primer minor is cool, and I'm glad that we did that. But just the amount of talking going on is just like too often. So
Fair enough.
I mean,
Hey,
it can
you
happen less
said it.
often.
You said it at 30 minutes, and I was like, if you want to do that, go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, like if there was like a ton of yes, I am. I don't know. I feel a little bit dangerous talking about at least like this week's episode of Wheel of Time, but yes, I am up to date on it, and
I am not. I have not seen a
I
single episode of it.
haven't read any of the books because it was always like, this is a 4,000 book series. Good luck.
I had a preview
I
copy of
want
the first half of
something
the
that we
first
won't
book,
watch it.
and I couldn't get through the first half of the first book. So, not that it was bad, just it wasn't. It didn't hook me.
Yeah, so
You know,
like I feel like it's like the kind of like really
the show looks
meta,
good.
high fantasy shit that I enjoy, but
I mean,
it's
the
like
show looks great.
so. But yeah, the show so far has been super super good. I've been really enjoying it. So I mean, do recommend it, but yeah, will not spoil.
Did you watch Game of Thrones?
Yes, I did. I did watch Game of Thrones.
Who's your
I can't
favorite?
read the books. So like Danny was kind of my favorite for the longest time.
Oh yeah.
But like the whole white savior thing was like really obvious and it was like annoying, but it was also like kind of self-aware. But mainly I liked her because I like dragons.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean,
I like dragons. Also, come on, we all like Jon Snow because he's a big dumb pretty boy and we love him.
I loved him and red-haired lady whose name has just slipped from my mind as I tried to remember. They were like Rose.
No, Rose is the actress's name, I think.
Rose, I think is the actress' name. But oh my god, I had such a crush on that lady.
She's beautiful. She's absolutely
She's
gorgeous.
stunning, and I watched her in some other movie, and she's just an incredible actor.
She is, yeah. She's actually very good.
It was great. I was like, Ned's my favorite. He's so cool. He's so. This is my favorite. This is my favorite. The Red Wedding. Oh, I kept falling in love with the characters, and then they kept dying.
That was your first mistake. See, that's the thing. You like Johnny, you just know he has plot armor. You're fine.
What was that pretty boy who got his head crushed in? That guy I fell in love with like instantly. I was like, I would give that man my body.
Yeah.
And then
Oberon.
yeah, Oberon. And yeah, it just like motherfuck.
My gorgeous bisexual hero.
He was so hot. Like holy shit. It's not fair. It's just not fair.
And I loved it.
Oh, I know. I mean, like I didn't even know what queer was at that point. Like I just like I was still in the like closet when that show was coming out. When that happened, yeah. I was in the closet myself.
I wouldn't say that Game of Thrones is like one of my favorites, but it did definitely change TV. No matter what you think of it, it changed TV, and it changed the amount of money that people were willing to invest into one episode of a TV show, and they were maybe more willing to take chances on these really deep fantasy worlds that people had maybe always thought were too dense or heavy or whatever to actually.
I gotta be pedantic. 1 second. I gotta double check something.
Okay.
It started in 2011. Walking Dead.
So with the books, I actually own the first 3 of them, but I can't remember if I got halfway through the second one or
maybe Walking Dead was the first one. Sorry.
But it was the same thing as Lord of the Rings for me. It was just too wordy. Like
yeah.
Like it really meandered in the descriptions of things, and it just like I just lost track of things, and I got bored, and I'm sorry, George. I'm sorry, Tolkien. It's too much.
I got all the way up to the hobbits hiding in the caves of Rohan, which is somewhere in the 3rd book, and I just couldn't. I couldn't force myself to read it anymore. It was good, but just
this week's episode of The Expanse because I watched last week's episode of The Expanse, and then I decided I needed to rewatch the whole series.
And then we watched the first 3 episodes, and then she watched more without me, and then here we are.
And yeah, now I'm on the start of season 3. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Again, honestly, I might even consider watching it with you again, but yeah, like ultimately, I don't love having to wait.
Might consider. Fuck.
No offense, but
man, might consider. Damn. Brutal. I just got cut off at the knees.
The other alternative is just that we have a bunch of other things to watch. That's what I mean.
My gay heart is wounded. Where the fuck is this character?
I don't know which change in time frame, but I think I kind of know what you mean. I haven't read the books for The Expanse either, and I also want to do that. That sounds like the kind of sci-fi that I would love, but I don't know. I really like it. I love The Expanse. It's good shit.
Like,
It's exactly the kind of sci-fi I want, and also, capitalism is also evil in space is a good message. So, yeah,
like,
I
oh,
did not
Lost
have
was
any
so
time
good.
with Lost. I never really got into it because like it was the whole weekly releases and I missed a couple weeks and it was very confusing.
Yes,
But I
100%.
also like
No.
JJ.
Well, keeping up with
What?
it, it was still confusing. To be clear, yeah.
Fair enough. J.J. Abrams' whole thing with the mystery box, if you've ever like watched that interview or whatever,
Oh.
really fascinating shit.
Yeah.
I really like JJ as a filmmaker, and I know a lot of people don't.
I know it's
I
so
really
shit.
do.
It's I love Super 8 and like
You know what? Give me all
like
your Star Trek lens flares, babe. I don't care. I love your
I
storytelling.
don't. I am annoyed by lens flare because lens flares are technically flaws in the filmmaking, but he used it in such a way that's a style, and I
I
can
haven't watched Yellowstone. Sorry. Not
what's
yet.
that? I'm sorry. What did you say?
I was just briefly addressing that I haven't watched Yellowstone yet.
Oh.
But I do know it exists.
No, I haven't seen that yet either. But like other shows I really liked were like Deadwood, Hell on Wheels, Justified. I like brooding sheriffs, I guess. God damn it, I have a type, I guess. Whatever.
Fair.
Brooding man who I'd never actually talked to in real life. Just because they always look very mean. Like,
Right, yeah, totally, yeah. It's the kind of anti-hero you don't actually like in person.
yeah, they're hot, but not like I'm actually gonna kiss you hot. Like, you know.
Yeah, no. That's like a personality mismatch thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's like we like people who flaunt the system on TV, but we absolutely do not like those people in real life, or at least
Exactly. I have plenty of characters I love in shows that I can like Tyrion.
Oh, yeah.
Tyrion is like I love him to death. He's not a good person in that show.
Yeah, like,
He's
I mean,
my
he's
favorite.
better than a lot of the other people, but that doesn't make him a good person.
No, I'm rooting for him because I understand the way his brain works, but it doesn't mean he's good. No, he shouldn't be idolized.
So I don't know. Like yeah, I'll talk about it because it's a theory, not even something whatever. But I liked the theory of Tyrion being one of the rides a dragon dudes eventually. Right?
Oh,
I
that'd
really
be cool.
liked that theory where Tyrion ended up like riding the green dragon or something, and then we ice zombies. But
Ice zombies.
it was a cool theory. I liked it.
Yeah.
I wanted that to happen. So.
I'll check that out, Neko. I know Moose is in that. What's his name? Guy from Supernatural, the other show I watched. Thank you. I don't remember which one's which.
Yes.
I just remember there's brooding dope and brooding bully. Those are the two.
Yeah,
tropes.
I mean,
I like the show
I'm
to
more of a
death.
Jensen Ackles fan.
Me too. I was also my favorite character was Bobby though, and when they did Bobby bad, and I was like, oh.
I haven't watched anything past season 7, so.
Oh yeah. Well, I got to like
don't
season 10 or 11. And I was like, I can't handle this. This is just depressing. It's not the fun show I like anymore. And then, like I've done that with a few shows. And to be fair, the first 5 seasons of Supernatural are the best.
They are. They're better. Although Supernatural also suffers from came out during a weekly release sort of deal where everything got really procedural.
Well, that's what happened for me.
Really hard to watch Monster of the Week or like Case of the Week stuff.
I haven't watched.
So,
for example,
looping.
I don't watch weekly things. So, Hawkeye just finished. This Wednesday it finishes.
Oh, yeah,
Tuesday or whatever. But when it's done, I'll watch it. I don't watch a show while it's still running. I watch a season like a movie. I just can't. I cannot. I'll binge like 4, 6, 8 episodes depending on the show, but I can't keep up with it weekly. I just don't have. I'll forget.
Yeah,
the only thing
about things a lot too.
The only thing that seems to always stick in my mind is I never forget wrestling. I mean, I'll forget about it until midnight, but I won't forget about it. It did happen, and I remember it. But like, that's been a staple of my life since I was like 6.
That's part of why I decided to rewatch The Expanse again too, is because like I don't have the patience to wait for weekly episodes. So by the time I catch up to season 6 again, there will be a whole bunch more to watch, right?
Exactly. So. I need to step away and use the restroom. My poor bladder is screaming, and I keep wanting to say something, but then it's time to say go to the bathroom. Oh, but I have that point to add, and then we're on another conversation point. Anyway, right back.
Go away. um. Oh yeah, yeah. What if being weekly was definitely like a whole thing? I don't know. I don't think I've actually watched all. Or no, I watched all of What If, but I watched it after they were all out. But I did watch Loki weekly because I was too excited. um, what else am I watching that's weekly? I guess Wheel of Time is weekly, so like I'll put up with it, and I don't completely hate weekly episodes, but like when weekly episodes was the format, uh, and they just because like at least now if people are doing weekly releases, they still expect people to watch it in 2 sittings or whatever after it's all released at some point. So it's like structured that way, and it's like Game of Thrones let you tell that like big world spanning story that isn't really something we used to do when everything was a serial. So yeah, like older TV shows that have that sort of serial expectation, it's just like start the story, end the story, but then it just gets really repetitive. Like I feel like that's what Lucifer suffered with, like the first 3 seasons of Lucifer, but particularly the 3rd season. Because it was on CBS or something like that. It was a network TV show, and it just got really like I feel like the character development really got pushed to the side in order to keep that like murder of the week thing going, which was like a little weird. And then season 3, it had obviously been doing well, so they gave them 26 episodes, and so many of the episodes in season 3 are clearly just filler, and it feels like the characters are learning lessons and then never applying those lessons. And so, yeah, I feel like there was a lot of relearning the same lessons in Lucifer, which really frustrated me because otherwise it's a really good show and I really love it. And Tom Ellis is gorgeous and also hilarious, and I love him. Uh, so I was a little bit young for Buffy, so I never actually watched Buffy, and I definitely haven't watched Punky Brewster because that was before me. Sorry. Or even maybe it was just like my parents didn't let me watch it. I don't even know. But now I want to watch Buffy, and I know
I
all
was
the
never
memes
into that.
and stuff. But also I can't stand Joss Whedon.
Yeah.
Joss Whedon ruins everything he touches in
I loved
exactly
Firefly
the way.
so much. Loved,
Well,
past
it
tense.
was
Can't.
great. Well,
I loved.
and then like the latest thing, HBO let him touch something again,
Oh,
and it was
wow.
exactly the same shit. Where you're like, oh, yep, there's Joss Whedon's fetish, and like he writes
Yeah.
the same story over and over again, and it's gotten canceled like 7 times. Stop letting him try.
He
And
treats autism like it's some sort of superpower. It's weird. And it's like,
well,
it's
and
kind of
it's just
demeaning.
everything is about what he finds sexy. Like his version of feminism is like, I like to look at strong ladies. It's gross.
I like to look at strong ladies too, but there's a difference.
But, yeah, there's a
It's a
big difference.
respectful look and a respectful representation, and that he does not do those things. And he's apparently a abuser. But I never got into Buffy. I watched the whole first season, and it was just like, I'm not really into this. I tried. I watched all, 22 episodes, something like that, first season. I tried. It was not my thing. And my ex was very sad about that. I'm like, I'm so sorry. I can't watch this with you. I hate it. It's bad. Not bad. It's just my opinion at the time. Now I'd probably say it wasn't my thing.
I don't remember what it was called, but yeah, the new show that Joss got to touch was the Victorian ladies get magic powers thing, and it could have been so good. Welcome back, Trey.
Is that one based on
yeah,
the comic?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, that's fucking sad.
Exactly, and like it's such a cool concept, and it could have been so good, but it was just so obviously Joss Whedon and following exactly the same
Formula.
and
Yeah.
the same, like in the first episode, there's a brunette in a corset running with heaving bosoms, like, and it's just
Oh
like so,
my god.
and the actresses, all of the actors did so good, and like I want to love it, but he just jossed it.
He jossed it?
And like, stop
That's
it.
great. That's great.
Keep going with the project. Keep everybody. Get rid of him, please, dear God. And I think that actually might be what's happening. Maybe.
There's a lot of directors that are like, I don't. If you just, this would be great if it wasn't directed by Michael Bay.
Well, yeah. I need to
As an example.
watch a bunch of the. I need to watch a ton of Star Trek stuff actually. Like I haven't watched a lot of Star Trek aside from the newer movies. I mean, I've
Oh,
watched some
I love the
shows,
original Star Trek.
but yeah,
All
like
the
Next
shows.
Gen and stuff. That I have so much Star Trek I need to watch, and like even like I have to watch anything with Picard in it because Patrick Stewart is Patrick Stewart, and everybody loves Patrick Stewart. Who? How could you not?
Hmm.
He's Patrick Stewart.
I really like Deep Space Nine. It's my favorite
But,
one.
yeah, and Deep Space Nine. I recently added a whole bunch of Star Trek stuff to my list, but like also there's Discovery and there's the newer
I can
stuff
watch.
too.
I've seen
So
every episode of Star Trek up till Enterprise. So if you ever just like, hey, you want to watch an episode? It doesn't have to, I don't watch any random episode. I've seen them all more than
yeah,
once. You know, I love that show. I love all those shows. They're so good. I didn't really get into Enterprise, and I haven't watched anything after that. Not except for the movies, just because I don't watch a lot of TV series.
right.
You know.
No Plenty Dreadful for me. Sorry. I missed I just barely missed a lot of pop culture boats. And some of that was like having rural TV coverage in early 2000s Manitoba.
Like
But some of it was also just what my parents liked, and then some of it isn't actually an age thing, so it depends.
I never gotten True Blood. My ex was really into that one.
I don't think I ever finished it. I watched it once because like my sister downloaded it and gave it to me, and it was okay. But yeah, Anna Paquin.
I got several seasons into The Flash and Green Arrow, and all those
Yeah,
shows,
Green
but there's
Arrow.
just too many of them, and I got overwhelmed.
Right, for sure. I totally get that.
I do want to see Stargirl and Doom Patrol. I hear those are very good. So, those are good. And they're very accurate-ish to the comics, which is great because I love those comics growing up. So,
Right, yeah. I heard nothing but praise for the new Suicide Squad movie, but I don't know where it's going to be or when it's going to be
oh,
available.
I
And I
think
want
I
to
can.
watch it.
I think I can help you with that. I have
don't
it.
want a cam though.
No, not a cam.
Okay. Okay, I don't.
No,
want
I
to see a
don't.
cam.
I don't watch cam. I don't watch cam.
Good.
No, no, no. No,
Good.
no.
You
We
have
would.
some self-respect. That's good.
I think that I watched Cam in the early 2000s because that was like pretty much the only thing you could get for a long time.
Right.
But no, digital video with the compression algorithms I have now, there's no reason to get a Cam. I can just
Right,
wait.
yeah.
I'll just wait 2 extra
Oh,
weeks, 4 extra weeks,
exactly.
whatever it is.
I can totally see True Blood giving you weird dreams though. Like even the
Mm-hmm.
intro had some imagery that kind of just unsettled you, and I liked that they did that intentionally, but it was really unsettling sometimes.
I thought it was a well-made show. I didn't get like hooked by it.
Right. Yeah, Picard is the captain. Nobody else can
Yeah.
stack up. I believe that.
Cisco's the best. I don't care.
Oh, okay.
And before someone says Cisco wasn't a captain, there's a fucking thing that happens. He got captain rank in the Ascension. Okay?
I watched it. Nobody. I didn't do anything. Hands up.
No. I'm just cutting the knees off a fucking thing
know.
I hear from Trekkies all the time, or Trekkers, whatever the fuck you want to be called.
I have met Dr. Crusher.
Oh, Gates McFadden's a very nice person.
She is super cool.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, she was at Comic-Con in Winnipeg once, and my sister sent me to go get an autograph for my brother-in-law. Because Dr. Crusher is his favorite or whatever. And yeah, she was a really cool person. And so I got her autograph for him. But yeah.
Robert
But
Beltran.
yeah, I have seen just enough episodes from that to know why everyone thinks Will Wheaton's annoying. Wesley Crusher, how dare you be so annoying, child.
I met Gates McFadden at I got her autograph at a convention, and next to her was Brent Spiner. Yeah, and then there was Robert Beltran, who played Chakotay, and he was a dick. I'll just tell you outright, he was a dick.
A lot of the Star Trek cast is super, super good about conventions and autographs, though.
Yes.
They seem, like, especially from that era, they seem to be pretty big on the con circuit and just seem like genuinely really cool people, so that's great.
I just assume he was having a bad day. But
Yeah,
he was a dick to me.
cons are tough, but
Yeah, he's a
that's
dick. And I was like,
tough.
okay, whatever,
All the
dude.
information you got, right?
Yeah, like, okay, dude, whatever. Like, you think it's alright. I just got my autograph and walked away. I got it from my dad, so.
Right.
Chakotay was his favorite. So.
So I don't really want to go, but I have not technically eaten in a while. And I'm
I
getting
haven't
kind of
either.
hungry.
Me too. I'm eating candy over here, trying not to like starve.
Yeah, yeah. So I think I should probably go put some food in my face.
Yeah,
I did
absolutely.
actually have a late lunch, so I'm not starving to death, but I will
Same.
if I keep it up. So,
Well,
uh,
thank you for this. This was lovely, lovely. Blah 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 blah.
and it was a new experience to do just chatting, but it was fun and interesting,
And I
and
would love to do
I
this again at
managed
some
to
point.
figure out a layout that worked. But yeah, we should do this and or play a game. But yeah, I
We should
mean,
definitely play a game in the future.
but yeah, I mean, it might be one of those things where you end up standing in a corner not playing with the game just kind of humming along in the background because you're distracted. But we'll see. We
If we're
could try.
having like if that happens, then at least it's good content probably because someone's probably interested in the conversation. So
True. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. But yeah.
anyway,
So
thank you for
yeah, I
this.
don't know.
This was great.
Yeah, thank you all for hanging out too and chatting with us and keeping us rolling on the conversation. And yeah, had a good time. Didn't drink too much, but drank enough. Lots of hearts. Uh, and yeah, I will be back on Sunday. I do not know what I'll be doing. I think I'll be back for either Satisfactory or Subnautica because I'm having a lot of fun with both of those right now.
Subnautica. Do
Uh,
Subnautica.
Subnautica's pretty good,
I know.
but also Satisfactory is more Christmassy. So
That's
we'll see.
true. That's true. That's
We will
true.
see.
I won't be streaming on the weekends. Saturday and Sunday. At this present is my time off. It's the only time I get time to watch
I know,
movies with
that's
Justin. So
absolutely fair.
and my coven
Less
meets
competition.
Sundays usually. But yeah, I'll be back on Monday for at some point because Monday's my free day to do whatever I want. But I'll be streaming on Monday. I'm going to stream on Monday. We're gonna make this 5 day a week thing a happen. Damn it.
You got this. Trey, we'll get there. No
Yep.
spoilers. Don't worry. It's way better if I am scared shitless, right?
Yes, 100,000%.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will see you guys all on Sunday. If you haven't checked out Elise's channel yet, please do. It's been a good time. And
Yeah.
yeah, I will see you guys all
Same.
on Sunday. Have a good night.
Bye, everybody.